Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood.
Whatever gets you through the night, it's all right.
And now, a guy whose house has an actual wiggle room, Pete Schwaba.
Hey, welcome to Nite Lite, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? It is so great to be back on the air. I hope everybody had an outstanding holiday season. Great Christmas, great New Year's, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. It is great to get a fresh start on the year. I know there's kind of a letdown after the holidays are gone, but man, a new year brings new possibilities, new guests, new things to talk about from our standpoint here at Nite Lite. But I hope everyone had a safe and fun holiday season, and it is great to have you back. It is great to be back. Conrad, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Did you do a lot of dancing in your wiggle room for 2026?
No, the wiggle room was shut down. A lot of people got the wrong idea and behaved inappropriately, so we had to shut it down. But yeah, it was a fun New Year's Eve. I had a great. We got. I think I told you. I don't know if I talked about this before the holidays, but I got 3 huge tubs of Chicago Italian beef.
Yep.
For New Year's Eve, and we just like demolished them. And so that was fun. We played a bunch of games. We just kind of hung out with family, friends. My sister has this party every year, which is really fun. It was a great laid-back New Year's. That's kind of how I do New Year's. What did you do? Did you go out and party?
Well, did you do shoots and ladders?
Shoots and ladders in terms of board games. You know what?
That's a great game to celebrate, or
Shoots and ladders. Yeah, it works good with a group. You can play like 4. It's like break out the Connect 4 at the New Year's Eve party. That's always fun too. No, just fun, goofy games like you put a tennis ball under a Solo cup and try to slide it and get it close to the end of the counter. Blindfold yourself and try to march to music and stay in a little square, which is harder than you think. Goofy, silly, fun games like that.
I know. I've definitely seen those games. I've played those games. There's one where I've seen on TikTok where you tie a piece of like a little string around your stomach, and then on the other end is a hot dog, and you try to get it into your mouth.
My daughter and my niece both did that at Christmas. No, not at Christmas, at Thanksgiving. And it's so ridiculous and funny looking.
Yes, it's hilarious.
You got to get your rhythm going and swing the hot dog up. And just watching people try to catch it with their mouth is hilarious. Have you done that game?
Yeah, it's
fun.
So funny.
But it's gross. Like I think they were using uncooked hot dogs. And I think when you buy hot dogs, they're cooked. But this was just kind of like wrong.
Well, yeah, you should get a bun, get some ketchup on it, some relish.
Why not?
Get the works on
It's just fun for the whole family. All fun stuff. What did you do? Seriously, did you hang out? Or
I went down to my friend's in Milwaukee.
Okay.
And we just celebrated at his house. Saw some friends I haven't seen in a while, and
fantastic.
Rang in the new year. Played some games as well.
That's awesome.
Had a couple beverages.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
No drinking and driving or anything of that magnitude.
You stay there.
Yeah, that's the best part about New Year's Eve to me. Like, if you live like where you can walk to bars, that's great, but nobody wants to be out in a car. Even if you're a good driver, and that's what a lot of people say, I'm a great driver, or I don't drink and drive. Other people do. That's what's kind of scary to me. So, but it is good to be back. We are broadcasting live, as we said, from beautiful downtown Green Bay, wherever you're joining us from in the state of Wisconsin tonight, folks. It is great to have you. Let's kick this thing off with a bang. And you know what? Without further ado, because every day that passes, New Year's Day and New Year's Eve gets farther away from us, so I think we need to get to our Nite Lite question of the night sooner rather than later.
Let's talk about the question.
Okay, question.
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 Pregunta.
Question.
Question.
Hey, I have a question. Questions? This question.
Domanda.
Question.
Questions.
Pretty basic. What is your New Year's resolution? Give it to us, folks. Shoot us straight. It could be something silly, something funny, something serious. I am committed to giving up high fructose corn syrup this year. I want no sugar substitutes. I don't really even want sugar, but that's a lot tougher. So I'm going no high fructose corn syrup. That is Pete Schwaba's New Year's resolution. Con?
Well, I'm just saying that's respectable because there's a lot of stuff I mean, you got to look out for ingredients. Just make sure, like some stuff, make sure it doesn't have it in
And
it.
it's not even just that. There's all kinds of
Yeah.
sugar substitutes.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
want
yeah.
any of it. If I'm going to have sugar, I'll have real sugar.
Well, what about when gelato comes back?
That's got to be real sugar, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Gelato,
I think so.
gelato never leaves either, by the way. It's over there for the taking. It's just a little chilly.
It's well, this is what you do. You get it, and then you just, open the vent in your car, make it hot, and then it's like you're in summer eating gelato.
That's true. Work up a sweat in your car in the middle of winter and wolf down some gelato. That is a great way to
Or
ring in
after
the new
you're
year.
done shoveling,
Conrad is, of course, talking about our friends over at Rise and
Yes.
Grind, an outstanding coffee shop. They're not just known for their gelato. They have great coffee.
Yes, they do.
And I would be willing to bet that gelato has real sugar.
I feel like it's not as bad as regular ice cream.
Yeah. You're kind of stalling, though. You're not really saying what you're...
Okay, well,
Or what your resolution... It doesn't have to give up. You could try
Yeah.
to do something, too, right?
okay. So mine last year was to just keep working out, not give up.
Okay.
And my biggest stretch it was towards the end of the year. I didn't work out for like 2 weeks because of all the holiday stuff. So that was my longest time I didn't work out for. It was 2
Oh,
weeks.
that's pretty good.
So I'm going to keep it rolling.
Yeah. You got up to 280. You're
Yes.
benching 280.
Trying to go for 305 this year. This is 3 plates. So
If you could get to 305 by the end of the year,
I think I can get it in the summer.
by the summer, that's 15 pounds. No, it's 25 pounds. That's significant.
Yeah, just keep training like I do.
Okay.
But another one. This is my main one because this I know I can do it now. Like
Yeah.
working out. I know I can just. It's just getting there. That's the thing. It's like gotta not be lazy and be like, today I don't want to.
Right. I don't. I mean, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I would say most people, by and large, probably say, "I want to work out more. I want to get in better shape," and that's certainly one of mine. But I'm not going to fool myself into thinking I'm going to go to the gym more. I'm pretty good about going, but I want to know what your New Year's resolution is, folks. So let us know at 855-752-4842, 855-75-CIVIC. Let us know what your New Year's resolution is. 2026 is upon us. We are on the air. It's basically New Year's Day here, according to Nite Lite. So let us know. You can also text us on the app or the stream if you're listening to, or if you're watching the radio on YouTube, Facebook, or X. Let us know what you are choosing for a New Year's resolution. And if you're there, give us a like or a follow. We appreciate those as well. I don't know. There's so much stuff. Like I was weeding through. I kind of want to sleep better. I get pretty good sleep, but like there's so much stuff. But I have a feeling most of the people will say gym stuff. I was at the gym yesterday,
Oh yeah.
and it's Planet Fitness.
Was it packed?
It's supposed to be no.
Oh, nice.
It was not packed because I went during a football game.
Ah, yes.
So I went with my daughter, and we're working out. And then this young couple comes in, and you could tell this guy is just like super intense. He's that guy, and supposedly these people are not welcome at Planet Fitness. The grunters and the throwing the plates down.
Oh yeah.
This guy was pretty intense, and he was like, grunting a lot. And he's talking to his girl who's on a machine. I go over and I use the machine next to them. There's no towel, there's no water bottle there or anything. So, and I do like my reps take me a minute and a half. I don't do reps. I do like a slow dealio where I let the resistance thing. And the guy comes over and he's just got his arm on the machine and he's just watching me. Like, kind of letting me know I screwed up the etiquette of Planet Fitness. And I said, I finished my set and I go, this is where I'm such a jerk. I go, did I jump in front of you? And he goes, yeah, you did. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. There's nothing here. I didn't know. So I did another rep, even though it's not part of my routine, just to make him wait longer because he was such a D-bag. And I cannot stand gym people like that. And to be honest, I haven't really encountered many at the Marinette Planet Fitness. But this guy was like, and then I went to get the, you wipe it down. I go, oh, let me wipe that down for you. He goes, no. Like, not even a word.
No, he wants your
okay.
sweat.
Yeah, go ahead. And I said, well, I've got the bird flu. I insist. And he goes, He didn't even extend my comedic olive branch, so whatever.
I do ask like every time someone's like almost done with the machine or done with the machine or something, and they were just off, and I just point at it.
Yeah,
I didn't even say anything.
Right. The universal. Can I
I
get
just
on
point,
this?
and then and they just give me a nod, and I'm like, all right.
But this guy wasn't like he was
Yeah,
5
he
feet.
was- he
I
wasn't
was
even
looking
looking.
at it when I was on the previous machine because I go machine to machine. I like to get out of there. You know, I'm not a guy who's going to chat for 20 minutes between sets with other workouters. But I don't know. It just kind of irritated me. I should have done a couple more sets. Blast my quads.
You should
at
have
this guy's
grunted too.
expense. Yeah.
Grunted.
But with the slow, like 30-second release, it would be a long, continuous grunt.
He's still staring at you doing it.
Exactly. Lots to get to, folks. Fun show tonight. We are kicking off 2026 the right way, in my opinion. I've got just a really solid group of guests tonight. It's going to be fun. Laura Arico is here at 5:35. Laura is an actress and owns her own public relations firm. She's also got an incredible story to tell about losing her husband 10 years ago, and now she's pregnant. So I'll just put that out there, but it is an incredible story, very inspirational story. Excited to talk to Laura at 5:35. And you might recognize that name. Laura helped us get David Zucker on the show
Oh,
a few months ago,
Yeah,
and then
that's
Robbie Schultz. So Laura will be here at 5:35, and then 6:35. Hot fun in the summertime, ladies and gentlemen. The Doctors in Recital are coming into the studio. Kim Shevchik, Paul and Chris Piat, they always fill our studio with song whenever they are here. And they will be talking about their upcoming show, The Doctors in Recital, which is taking place here in Green Bay, January 24th. And they'll give us a little sampling of what you can hear if you decide to go to the show, and all the proceeds go to outstanding causes. So we will welcome The Doctors in Recital at 6:35. And then comedian Dana Ehrman will be here at 7:35. Dana is a native Wisconsinite. I don't know if she still lives here. She's been on the show before. I can't remember. She might be in New York, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Dana's a very funny comedian. She'll be here at 7:35 tonight, and looking forward to meeting and hanging out with all of tonight's guests. What is your New Year's resolution, folks? That is our question of the night. 855-752-4842. Something I did do, Conrad, that I was very excited on New Year's Eve. I was not excited about the Stranger Things finale because I missed seasons 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, that leaves out a lot of.
I just kind of had to play catch up because the kids were here on Thanksgiving and then for the whole break at winter, and they got me caught up on season 5. So I watched it with them just kind of to be a sport. What did you think? Let's start with you.
Maybe we should leave it to the next segment
You
because
got that much to say, huh?
I do. I got
Okay.
a lot to say about it because it's it's one of my favorite shows, and how it ended. I don't know.
Why don't we do this? We got about just a few seconds here before we have to get to our first break. News, sports, and weather coming up, folks. By the way, at 5:35. But Brittany Merlot defeated you in fantasy football.
Yes, she did.
I think we meant to talk about that.
We did.
Did we talk about
We
it?
did.
So now I'm just
You're just
kinda
trying to
rubbing
rub.
it.
Yeah, you're just rubbing it in.
Hey, we've got a lot coming up, folks. After the break, we're going to talk about Stranger Things. Bears-Packers Part 3. There will be a rubber match, and it should be exciting this coming weekend in Chicago. We'll cover all of that. We'll talk about Avatar. Did you see Avatar?
I didn't.
All right. We'll get to the thing. It's going to be a fun show. Either way, we're going to talk about all the things Conrad didn't see over the break. We're coming right back. It's Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
Welcome back. Happy New Year, everybody. News, sports, and weather coming up in just a few minutes here. Civic Media's news team will keep you informed, so stick around for that. Laura Arrico, actress, publicist, and a person with a really inspirational story will be here at 5:35. Doctors in Recital at 6:35, and comedian Dana Ehrman at 7:35. There's your show, folks. That's the way you kick off a year. All right, so Stranger Things. I got to tell you, I didn't love it. It was just kind of a whatever. Here, in a nutshell, folks, if you don't watch Stranger Things, it can be fun. If you watch it with a group, it's enjoyable, and it's fun to see the spectacle, and the sets look cool, and everything in the acting is okay. But, man, that wrap-up, that hour-long wrap-up,
That's
brutal.
That's where I got confused. It was, it was a 2-hour episode, pretty much a movie,
Yeah.
And I thought there was going to be at least it was 30 minutes of fighting Vecna.
Right. Vecna is the bad guy.
Yes.
And
it took 2 minutes.
Right.
And then it's just, I was like, that's it? Are you serious? He's been, for 5 seasons, he's been doing all this stuff, and it took that long.
Right. And it was how they killed him, and whatever, spoiler alert. I mean, the guy's going to die. But that was that actual scene was pretty cool.
I mean, the setting that they had it in was really cool, you know? It was a different planet or whatever and stuff like that. And then they were inside this huge, I think it's the mind flare that they were in. And just I don't know, I was just like, okay, are we, that's seriously, you wrote in, and then they killed him, and it's just 2 minutes of maybe one piece of paper for the fight.
One script page. Yeah, it was just kind of like the last battle, and then the last hour was a wrap-up, where if you're someone like me who didn't stick with the show after season 1 and a couple episodes of season 2, it's just you don't care. But that was for all of the Stranger Things fans who the Duffer Brothers probably thought were getting misty-eyed, and they wanted to see, that all that emotional, sentimental stuff wrap up the show. I don't think even my kids who followed it were kind of like, oh my gosh, they did a fast forward where the older characters were sitting on top of that, and they're all in their careers now, and it's 2 years later. They're still younger than you, and well, I'm in Manhattan making my movie. And it's like, what? it was so off. I don't know. It didn't do it for me.
No, I didn't. When that scene ended, when they killed Vecna, I looked to see how much time was left, and there was an hour. I'm like, wait, what?
Right. What do we do now?
Wait, why is there still an hour left? I mean, there was that scene where 11 dies. But,
yeah.
And then after that, it's still 30 minutes, 40 minutes of wrap up.
Right. And then they, when they were showing the kids playing in the basement Dungeons and Dragons, which I guess is how the whole thing started, they they had this thing where they put their game away, and they're crying. And I even asked my kids, I said, do they play Dungeons and Dragons a lot on the show? And they said, well, some, but it's not like during the Happy Days finale where they all were hanging at Arnold's, or, The Office where they were saying their goodbyes. I don't know. It just, nothing about it rang. I didn't love it. We have a call, Con?
Yes, Cindy from Appleton.
Cindy from Appleton. How are you?
Hey, Pete. Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my friend. What's going on?
Well, I saw a couple movies over the holiday weekend, like I told you I would, although I didn't get to see Avatar because I ended up sick. But I did see the Neil Diamond Song Sung Blue review, which I thought was pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, I thought the chemistry between the two, Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson, was pretty awesome, although they could have depicted him a little more closely to what he should have looked like, but she was pretty spot on. But
yeah.
Anyway, I was surprised to find out that almost everything in that movie actually truly happened.
You know
a lot of
I've
times
heard
they
that.
They buffed this stuff up for Hollywood, but I Googled about 4 or 5 different sites after the movie, and it was like everything was pretty much too true to what happened, and it was pretty freaky, so... Anyway, and then I saw The Housemaid or The Maid?
Oh,
or
yeah, The
whatever that one was.
Housemaid. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thriller.
Yeah. Jury was out on that one. I think there was a lot of real things that just didn't seem to add up, like locks on the doors and some of the things that were done. It just, to me, was like, nah, I think it missed a lot of points, but it was kind of a thriller, but, you know.
Were you ever?
I guess they kind of.
Were you scared, or were you ever thrilled?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Well, no, not really. I was just kind of, I mean, it's just basically a whole psycho family, you know. Seen enough of that where, you know, just nothing really does anything to me anymore. But
get that
anyway,
at your own
they
home.
did kind of leave the door open, I think, for another series, because I guess this is a book series, from what I understand. So I'm sure they left the door open for another one, but I really wasn't very impressed. But I really liked the song Sung Blue. I thought that was pretty well done, and I mean they sing pretty good, and the acting was good. So
that's
that
on
one
my
I'll
list.
give an A+ to. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So if you had to pick between those two, you'd obviously go Song Blue.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Yep. Cindy, thank you for, I love when people call in and tell me what they thought of stuff. I love getting the conversation going. So thank you so much. Happy New Year. And
you too.
Don't be a stranger.
Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye.
That's Cindy from Appleton. I do want to see The Housemaid, but it and the reviews are pretty good. But I feel like, I don't know. It's not high on my list, but Song Blue and Marty Supreme are on the list. I got to see them.
You know, I really actually want to see The Housemaid. Not for the story.
Nefarious reasons. Yeah. Hey, Amanda Seyfried is kind of on my. I like her a lot.
She's great.
She's great. She was really good in. She's in a show where she played a cop. It had a really weird title. I have to look it up, but she was good in it, and she's a good actor. I think she started her career as a dancer, much like myself. All right, so we got news, weather, and sports coming up, folks. Then Laura Orico will be here at 5:35. Bears-Packers talk in hour number 2. You don't want to miss that either. This is Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Tell me one thing more than this. It's nothing.
The immigrant community, a sense of connection and belonging is needed.
So I'm hoping like what we do today, people use that as well as a reconciliation toward immigrants, toward people with colors, toward people Hispanic and everybody, like LGBTQ and everybody, see everybody as equal, because at the end of the day, we all God's child. And if we have God's child, why do we have hate in our heart?
For Civic Media News, I'm Lisa Hale.
And I'm Shali Pittman, with news at the top and bottom of the hour, all day and on demand anytime at WGBW.FM. 97.9 WGBW News.
Green Bay weather.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Winter weather advisory tonight for icy areas possible with freezing rain, and drizzle, and a low near 30. Wintry mix for the morning, some light rain for the afternoon, high mid-30s. Mild weather for Wednesday and Thursday, highs in the upper 30s. It's 28 degrees right now.
WGBW. I'm not scared of dying, and I don't really care. If it's peace you find in dying, well then let the time be near. If it's peace you find in dying, and if dying time is near, just bundle up my coffin, 'cause it's cold way down there. I hear that it's cold way down there, yeah, crazy cold way down there. And when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in this world.
Hi, Laura. Can you hear me? Laura, can you hear me? Hi, Laura. Can you hear me?
Hi, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great.
All right. Yeah, we'll be back in about 30 seconds, all right?
Okay, thanks.
Passengers in time, lost in motion, locked together. Day and night by trick of light. I mistake another journey. You must meet with other names.
Welcome back. This is the 2026 version of Nite Lite. Great to have you with me, folks, wherever you're joining us from, around the state or parts beyond. Happy New Year. And how long can we say that, Conrad? Didn't we have this discussion last year? Like, I feel like we can say it tonight because this is our first show in 2026.
Who said it again?
Larry David.
Yes, Larry David when he was working out.
It was like January 21st or something.
Happy New Year.
You just never know. I don't want to get looks.
I'll say the 10th.
Okay. I'm going to say tonight. That's it.
Okay.
I won't go beyond.
Well, what if it's a person you haven't seen,
That's true. All right, so folks, we've got lots of fun tonight. The Doctors in Recital are here in the studio at 6:35, singing to their heart's content. It's going to be a lot of fun. Comedian Dana Ehrman will be here in hour number 3, and Conrad and I will open up the phone lines. They're always open, but text line, whatever. Some Bears-Packers talk. We got to start it Monday. This is a rubber match coming up this weekend in Chicago. Should be a lot of fun. But right now, I'm very excited to welcome my next guest. This is her first visit to Nite Lite, and I'm thrilled to have her. She is an actress and a publicist, and her name is Laura Arrico. Laura, good evening, my friend.
Hi, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very well. This is exciting for me because you have helped us find guests in the past. We owe you a thank you for David Zucker and Robbie Schultz, and now you're here as a guest. So how exciting is that?
How fun. Yeah, I love it. It's great to be here, and I'm so glad you've had some of our wonderful clients on. They've always enjoyed coming on your show.
Good. Well, it's been great having them, and it's great to have you here tonight. Do you have a New Year's resolution? Are you a resolution person?
Sort of, yeah. I never keep them, but I try. This year I'm very organized, but this year, because I'm expecting a baby, I have to have everything from taking care of my mom to working full time, juggling my acting career, my publicity firm. Everything has to be a lot more streamlined. So I'm going to have to crack down on myself, even though I already do all that, but it's got to get more and more intense this year.
Well, you sound very resolute to begin with, so I would imagine your resolutions will hold fast throughout the year, and you've got so much going on. We'll get to all of that, but before we do, and before we tell this really interesting and fascinating and inspirational story that you have to share with us about being pregnant, tell us a little bit about yourself. You started as an actor, and now you have your own PR for a publicist firm. Tell us about that, and tell us about you.
Yeah, so I started acting as a kid. I was very shy, but I loved performing for family and friends. So to come out of my shell, when I finally graduated college, I started doing modeling and acting, and then I did Second City in Chicago.
Great.
Because they make you do everything from, learning from the bottom up to be a tree, to be an animal, to do voices, to do impressions. You learn everything. And I credit them to so much of my career, because then after that, came out of my shell, started acting in TV and film, doing commercials and modeling and anything I could to get my foot in the door. And then moved to LA for 12 years. I was there. And now here I am. And back in Chicago, I go where I need to be for the work.
Yeah.
And I own a publicity firm, which I started almost 10 years ago after my husband passed away, unfortunately. One of the reasons we left LA was because he was sick. So here I am now. Things have gotten better, great things going on, but definitely juggling a lot, but enjoying both careers still.
So a big thing for performers, entertainers, whatever, and I was not very good at this back when I was a stand-up comic, is you have to talk about yourself. You have to promote yourself. I would imagine you as an actor, now that you have a PR firm, is it easier for you to talk about yourself as an artist?
Yeah, it's gotten easier. Yeah, you have to. You're your own promotional tool and your own promoter. So you have to be able to market yourself. A lot of people sit around waiting for things to happen, but you have to do the work. 75% of the work is working to get work. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy, and you got to run it like a business. So I find the way I've done it has been successful, but it's not easy. It's fun, but it's not easy.
We've got, I kind of almost feel like we're already sort of semi-besties because we have a mutual friend in Mike Toomey, Lenny Schmidt. I know you were just on Mike's show. And I was like, wait a minute. I know Laura when he was telling me about your story. I was like, why not? We should have her on too. So that worked out well. But you've also been on Kevin Can Wait, a show that I wrote jokes for. So that must have been fun working with Kevin James. Yeah.
Oh my God, what a small world. Yeah, I did a little guest star on that several years back because a writer who became a friend of mine, producer Mike Socio. You probably know him if you wrote jokes on the show. Had me on King of Queens and then that show. And what a fun show to work on. What great people.
Yeah. That's so exciting. All right, well, let's jump in here. I want to ask you about your pregnancy because your story is basically a movie waiting to happen. And you talked about your husband and having to leave LA, and you're pregnant now, but there is a big twist to this story. And I hate to sound like I'm trivializing what is so personal to you because it's just so uplifting, but tell us about your pregnancy and the significance of your husband and the pregnancy and what happened to your husband.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So in 2007, my husband was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and it was just unfortunate and fast the way it all happened because, you know, your life changes in an instant. So the doctors, one of the things they said to us was, if you want children, he should freeze everything. So we had to hurry and do that before he went on chemo. And we did that, but then he battled that brain tumor for 8 years, which made it really hard to, you know, he's juggling work, juggling life, and us wanting to start a family. We were only 30 and he was 31 when he was diagnosed. So towards the end of his life, he had a remission, a couple remissions, but one in particular. So we did try IVF and unfortunately had 3 miscarriages, 4 total, actually. Once they gave us a time where he could try naturally when he had taken a long break from chemo. So 4 miscarriages, lots of money for fertility treatments and IVF. And at the time, there was nothing wrong with me. We were doing it that way because of his treatments. So then he had a really difficult reoccurrence. At that point, we had exhausted every treatment. So we had to put everything on hold. And then 9 months later, he passed away. So here I was, almost 10 years later. He passed away in 2015. I really wanted children, and I've gone throughout the years. I've dated people here and there, up and down, long-term relationships, but you know, people either change their mind at the last minute, and I wasn't getting any younger. So my thing was, if I don't do this now, I'm never going to do it. So I decided to go about it myself. It wasn't my plan. I really wanted to have a partner, but I did it, and I've had a lot of support from family and friends and through IVF, and here I am, almost, you know, I'm just about 8 months pregnant and expecting a baby in early February.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, and used my late husband's stuff, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be like, and you're a publicist. Like, what is it like when you don't, even your own clients don't have the story to tell? Like, it seems like you have more interesting stuff to tell than people who have great jobs.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting story, a Hallmark Lifetime movie type of thing. It's really a nice story, and I'm happy to share it because I think it inspires so many other women. One important thing I forgot to mention, when I did IVF back in May, I was 48, and now I'm 49.
And you've had miscarriages in the past too, which has got to be in the back of your mind as well, I would imagine.
So it's always been in the back of my mind. This is the furthest along I've ever been. I've been really healthy. I was healthy last time, but a lot of stress, you know, when my husband was battling cancer. So here we are. I mean, it's a dream come true. It's not the exact dream I expected, but I love that it is a story. It's an inspiring story. It's therapeutic for me to share because I don't want to hold it in. You know, a lot of people do, and I understand it's a very private matter, but I'm like, I want to help other people. So it's
Sure.
therapeutic for me, but I always feel, and I say the same thing over and over, I feel like it's helping other people by sharing and inspiring other people to maybe do this on their own and not be afraid. And then at this age,
Yeah. It's a fascinating story. Laura Arico is my guest. She joins me over the stream from, are you in Chicago right now?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. She joins us from Chicago, and her company is called Laura Arico Public Relations. She's also an actor, and she just mentioned she's 48 years old and pregnant with her late husband's baby, which is, and it's so funny because I don't know you. This is the first time we've ever talked, but I've, just researching this interview, I've seen how kind of vivacious you are and type A you are, but at the end of the day, you're going through this alone, and I would imagine the support group you have around you are great. But
Yes.
do you have those moments alone where? Tell us what that's like, because this is such a huge life moment.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's been difficult. I have a very dear friend and my ex-boyfriend who's actually been a complete angel, sticking with me throughout this and helping me. He's been amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. And a lot of my best girlfriends and my family, everybody's just been, my mom had this huge baby shower for me. So that's been great. But then sometimes you do get down because you're like, this wasn't what I planned. I'm not married. I don't have the family I dreamed of, but it's very unconventional. It's very different. I know that, but I didn't have a choice. I really wanted a family. So everything's a little backwards. So I'm like, okay, this is the way I have to go about it and find my person and settle down after the baby. That's fine with me. But right now my priority is the baby, and I take care of my sick mother too.
I read that too. I'm like,
So-
your dance card is full.
Oh, it's definitely full. Yeah. Today we had mom trying out a motorized wheelchair. So she was scooting around the house through my office where I'm at now. And then she's always in the other room watching her TV, and I work from home. My business is from home. But it's definitely always a circus here at the house. There's always people in and out of the house. There's always something going on here.
Your story is so interesting too, because you and your mother were both widows at 38 years old.
Yeah.
You're going through everything you've gone through, in addition to being having a successful career. Do you ever picture the day when you tell your unborn child down the road everything that's happened? That's got to be an incredible story that I can almost picture someone absorbing all this.
Right. Yeah. No. Right. When the age is appropriate, saying that she has an angel father in heaven looking over her, and his story and our story, and what a blessing, and how much it was what I went through just to get her here. And it's a girl, by the way. So
Yeah, that's
but
great.
yeah, it's definitely a story. And I heard there's a book, and I have to look for it, about that you could read to them when they're little, so they kind of gradually learn how they were brought here.
Oh, that's interesting. Do you
Yeah.
have will it be hard for you to step away from work for a while after the baby's born, or is that if there was ever a great moment to do that, this would be it, but will that be difficult for you?
Yes, that's hard because I own the business, and
Right.
I'm producing a TV show for a client that we're working in development on right now to get picked up. But yeah, I think the only way I can do it is I have an amazing assistant, Raquel, who you've met.
Yeah.
I'll probably take a 2-week, maybe 3-week leave,
Okay.
but I still have to have my hands in everything. So I've been working double to get everybody in a good place.
Well,
Before this.
I will let you off the hook, Laura, in terms of finding Nite Lite guests. I'll give you your space. We have Laura Arico is here, folks. We'll have a couple more minutes with Laura when we come back after this very short break. News, sports, and weather is just 10 minutes away. It is great to have you here, folks. It's 2026, all kinds of new possibilities. This is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
A station you don't have to be afraid to let the kids listen to. 97.9 WGBW.
Each day through my window, I watch her as she passes by. I say to myself, you're such a lucky guy. To have a girl like her is truly a dream come true. She belongs to you, but it was just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me. Ooh, soon we'll be married and raise a family.
Heavy, can't hit the bass, boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beach shade like money. This go all alone, I'm into that, I'm good to go.
Welcome back. News is right around the corner, folks. This is Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite. I am so thrilled you are here with me wherever you are joining us from tonight across our great state of Wisconsin or parts beyond. It is great to be back in the seat and talking about the things in life we love, movies and TV and comedy and music. And tonight, my first guest has a remarkable story. Laura Arrico owns Laura Arrico Public Relations. She is also a talented and successful actor. And she just told us a remarkable story about how she is pregnant with her late husband's baby. And things are going well, Laura. That's great to hear. Do you have any pregnancy cravings? I have to ask you that.
No, which is weird. A lot of people have asked me. I mean, there was a week or two where I wanted McDonald's fries and a shake every day.
Oh, dear.
But that was it. I don't even know if that was a craving or if I just wanted that. I don't know. But no, I haven't. And I didn't get sick either.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's got to help a little bit, right?
Yeah, I got lucky because the other times when I had all the miscarriages, I would get a little sick. But I think I have acid reflux to begin with, which I was going to get anyway with the pregnancy.
Right.
So I'm already on medication for that. So
okay, wow.
I think that's
All
a
right.
care of it. Yep. Woo.
Well, good for you. I hope it's smooth sailing. And you're 7 months along right now?
I think I just hit 8. I'm going to be 35 weeks on Wednesday.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
exciting.
Yeah.
So you're also, okay, in addition to you're taking on a lot, you already had a lot on your plate before you became pregnant.
Yep.
You've got a show in addition to, helping other people promote their projects and your own acting career. You've got a show that you have on social media called Life After Loss. Tell us about that and where we can see it.
So that's a little, well, I was doing like a bi-monthly episode and now I haven't done one since September. So I need to get caught up. Everything's been insane, as you can imagine.
Sure.
But that's like the week before I went for my IVFs when I decided to go public. I'd been keeping it a little secret from family, from everybody. And I'm like, what am I doing? That was driving me nuts. So I decided to share via video with all my friends and family in the public. And that's how I started it. So I think I owe everybody episode number 8, which the New York Post did a beautiful article of my story. And I think they mentioned I would be coming up with episode 8. And that was a few months ago. So I need to do my next episode. So thank you for mentioning that. So if people haven't got caught up, you can get caught up by Googling the show.
There you go. And the great article that I read about you in People magazine, that was really You could tell they put a lot of time and thought into that, and
Yeah.
respected your story as a result. So great.
Thank
But just
you.
Google all things Laura Arrico. It's such a great story. I mentioned that earlier, that you have all these great clients. Do any of them have a story, not that would rival yours or make competition, but who has a story that you've just been blown away by?
Yeah, no, we've had so many great clients with so many amazing stories. So many favorites. I hate to pick. We had a client who was deaf and in a multiracial ethnicity, that he had to fight the system to not make them check in a box exactly what ethnicity his children were when he was sending them to school. And he made a whole award-winning documentary about it. It was just amazing. They were trying to pinpoint what he's like. They're Jewish, they're Black, they're American Indian, they're Caucasian, they're Asian, they're everything.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to have to pinpoint them into a little box. So his story was told, and that did real well. And if our clients don't have some sort of big crazy story, we find ways to come up with something that matches them, their brand, their personality, to make them interesting. And everybody we rep is awesome and interesting,
Yeah. Everybody's got a story. That's a great way to put it. Laura
Absolutely.
Arrico is my guest. She is the owner of Laura Arrico Public Relations, and she is also a successful actress. So I usually ask all my guests this, Laura. What are you binge watching? Is there something you could recommend or something you can't wait to get home at night and watch on color television?
It's funny. I'm in the industry and you'd expect I'd have an answer, and I don't binge watch anything except, but what I do, you want to know what I did last year? I watched reruns of Who's the Boss?
Tony Danza.
Yes.
And
I love
Catherine
old
Hellman?
sitcoms. Yes.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
like
old
comfort
sitcoms.
food.
It is. I
Yeah.
can watch. I love Lucy, The Golden Girls, Seinfeld. I love old sitcoms.
Wow, that's a
No,
great
I
answer.
haven't binge watched anything. Maybe 30 Rock back when that came out, because that was really funny. And I like Tina Fey, and I was considered for SNL back in 2012. So I always had a liking for that type of comedy. So
That's awesome.
that might be the only thing. And we're talking way back.
No, that's great. I love it gets such an array of answers. I love it. There are no right or wrong answers. It's just fun to find out what people
I know
are
mine was
watching.
nothing.
No, this is great. Well, listen, I hope you come back and tell us how everything went when you're a new mom, or when the Lifetime movie gets made, as you say, whatever. It's been great talking to you, and I'm sure we'll
Thank
talk
you.
anyway, because you have such great clients and they're fun as guests. But it's been great getting to know you as well, too, and we really appreciate your time tonight.
Thanks, Pete. This was great. Thanks for having me. Thanks so much.
Anytime. We'll do it again, and good luck the rest of the way, my friend.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, that's Laura Arrico. Just Google her story. It's just absolutely fascinating. And Conrad, what do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, that's what you said. It's fascinating.
It's like it's a movie waiting to happen.
Yes,
I'm sure maybe that's not the first time it's happened, but it's just incredible.
You know who gets on? You know who needs to get on this?
Who?
LifeMark.
Yeah, we don't have to wait till next holiday season, too.
Exactly.
We'll do a LifeMark Arbor Day movie or something. We'll do all that. Hey, folks, tonight's question of the night is, what is your New Year's resolution? After news, sports, and weather, we will read some of your texts when we come back. We'll talk a little Bears-Packers, and that should keep us preoccupied. I'm very excited to hear what you think about this game coming up, Con. So we'll do that. And we got Mike Clemens later in the week. It's going to be a fun Bears-Packers week as we approach this rubber match in Soldier Field on Saturday. News, sports, and weather is next. And then the Doctors in Recital are here, folks, at 6:35 in the studio. Comedian Dana Ehrman at 7:35. A great night here at Nite Lite. Great to have you with me. It's Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Lights on the pipe. Local news and timeless hits. WGBW, Denmark, Green Bay.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong, Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
We've all felt left out. And for people who move to this country, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Winter weather advisory tonight for icy areas possible with freezing rain, and drizzle, and a low near 30. Wintry mix for the morning, some light rain for the afternoon, high mid-30s. Mild weather for Wednesday and Thursday, highs in the upper 30s. It's 28 degrees right now.
The Elder Care Locator is here to help you live your best life as you age at home. Our call center advisors are ready to connect you with trustworthy local experts. Help is just a phone call away at 1-800-677-1116.
You're a storyteller, negotiator, artist, innovator. Whatever your passion, whatever your skills, behind the scenes or in front, you belong here. a career in broadcast media. Local radio and TV stations in every town and city need someone like you. So do what you love and bring your talent to life. Your passion, your skills, your career. You belong here. Learn more at youbelonghere.media.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think. Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. I know where to find support.
Learn more at fightingblindness.org, a public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood.
Whatever gets you through the night, it's alright, it's alright.
And now, a guy who writes checks his mouth can't cash, Pete Schwaba.
Welcome back. Oh, man. Hour number 1 of 2026 in the books. Is it driving you crazy, Conrad, that I keep referencing the new year and our first show in the new year?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy. We got one more day. This is it.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you can say it. I'm not going to, get upset if you keep saying Happy New Year into no alcohol January.
Yes. What if I just say it every time I turn on my mic? Would you like that?
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
There's two things at play here. I think it's funny when people beat a joke into the ground to ad nauseum. Like, honest to God, my buddy Pete Moore used to be great at that. On the other hand, people might go, please never let Conrad talk again. So you have to deal with the repercussions. And if you're fine with that, I'm fine with that too.
Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy. Hey, it's great to have you here, folks. We are back on the air after a couple short breaks. And we kept our chops fresh and flexed those radio muscles a little bit between New Year's and Christmas. But now it is, they used to call it in church ordinary time. Like when there wasn't a holiday, the priest would say, this is the 4th week of ordinary time. And I feel like that's what we're embarking on right now. Really, honestly, if you look at it that way, it could be a little depressing. Like, what is the next thing you're looking forward to?
Happy New Year. I'm going to say the next thing I'm looking forward to is getting Sawbucks.
Getting Sawbucks?
Okay,
so
I'm done. I'm stopping now.
Now, you bailed too quickly, buddy. You got to keep going with the Sawbucks. And I do have Dom on the line. He was about to take over, but
I'd say the next thing I'm looking forward to is, obviously football.
Playoff football.
But the biggest thing this year for me is it's every year. It's March Madness.
More than the Super Bowl?
Yes, because the Packers aren't in it usually. So,
well, March Madness, I agree. There's nothing like March Madness. It is just the most electrifying.
Yes.
And, occasionally you have those years where there are not a lot of upsets, but typically there are upsets galore. There's a lot of pressure on these teams, and good teams lose. And I agree with you. That is something to look forward to. That's 3 months away, though. You might want to put something else in your dance card in between.
Well, it's the time. Basketball, obviously, NBA is in full swing, and I love. This is the only actual sport that I love All-Star Weekend too, and I believe that's like the second week in February.
Yeah,
because they actually put time and effort into it. Like, they're going to do a dunk contest. They're going to do a 3-point. They actually have a game where they try to change it up every year because last year it didn't work, so we're going to try something different this year. And I feel like no other sports do that well because they just keep it the same every year. Like the NFL, I think Pro Bowl weekend sucks.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's awful. I never watched it anymore.
I'm with you, but I have to say, in the NBA, I kind of stopped watching those All-Star games. It was the final score was 210 to 190. Come on.
That's why I like it. Because still, they will, maybe in the first, second quarter, they'll let them do some cool stuff. And then it's we need to reach this goal. Yeah. And then they'll actually start playing defense. And then it gets really fun.
You know what they should do? Didn't baseball do this where they said the winner of the All-Star game, I think, has home field advantage in the World Series? I could see that makes the All-Star game something to play for, or there's a relevancy there.
Yeah, I mean they do it for charities, I believe.
Okay.
Where whatever team wins, they send more money off to their charity of their choice.
Okay, that's good too.
Which is great. I mean, they obviously want to play for that, and they have some of those kids that are part or whatever it is, like sitting courtside.
Yeah.
As a constant reminder for them to play well and play hard.
That's true. It wouldn't kill him to play hard for Pete Schwaba, though, either.
For Nite Lite?
Yeah, you never know. Hey, folks, if you missed the first hour of the show, it is available at civicmedia.us. We talked to Laura Arrico. She has a great story. Laura Arrico is 49 or 48 years old and pregnant with her late husband's baby. Her husband passed away 10 years ago. Very sad ordeal, and she cared for him, and she just thought her biological clock, I guess, for lack of a better cliche, is ticking. And so she used her husband's frozen sperm to become pregnant at 48. Really incredible story. And she is a pretty dynamic person. We've dealt with Laura here on Nite Lite. She's found us some guests. She has a PR firm and has hooked us up with some really fun people to talk to. So we're pulling for Laura, obviously, and she was really fun to talk to, but a really incredible story. So check that out on the podcasts at civicmedia.us if you're so inclined. We talked about Stranger Things in the first hour. And we got a Couch Potato movie review.
Yes.
2 of them, actually, which I love getting those.
This is actually not a couch potato. It's a movie seat potato. Because they went to the theaters.
Depends where you see it. There are some pretty...
Stadium seating.
Stadium sitting potato.
Yes, like that's what I am because of my theater that was close to me on the east side here.
Absolutely. But we talked a little bit about Stranger Things. We can go into that a little bit later if we have more time, but we've got some Bears and Packers talk coming up in just a few minutes. And the Doctors in Recital will be here at 6:35 at the bottom of the hour after the news. They will be in the studio, filling the Nite Lite studio with song, as they so often do, and they are so fun to listen to. They're just so talented. Great show coming up later in January with the Doctors of Recital. All the proceeds go to, as Conrad just mentioned, charity, and there will be no dunking, but there will be singing. It's going to be a really fun show. They put this together every year with some of the most talented doctors and people in the medical profession. They do it every year, every January, and they raise a lot of money for, very good causes. And then in hour number 3 at 7:35, comedian Dana Ehrman will be here. Dana is very funny and a Wisconsin native, and we have a lot to talk to Dana about. So she'll be here in hour number 3. Pardon me. And right now, Con, I think we need to reintroduce our Nite Lite question of the night.
Let's talk about the question.
Okay, question.
Question. Pregunta. Question. Hey, I have a question. Questions? This question.
Domanda.
Question. Questions.
What is your New Year's resolution? It is a new year, folks. We have a chance to start fresh. If we want to get a redo on something in our life or something maybe it's a continuation of a resolution you made in 2025 that didn't go all that well. Conrad, to his credit, had a very successful 2025 going to the gym. He slacked off a little bit at the end of the year for a couple weeks.
2 weeks.
I think that's acceptable, though.
Yes. It's my first New Year's resolution I think I actually stuck with for the first one. Because usually it was, I've had the same one for, I don't know how many years, but.
You're very resolute. I don't even remember what mine was last year. I probably said I just want to eat, but something vague is not the way to go. You got to do something specific. And my problem is, I just don't hone in on it enough. I think I have to do that. But this year I am giving up, or going to try to give up, high fructose corn syrup.
That's a great one. It's not good for you, so it's great to get
terrible
that out.
For you. I'm going to start small, and then I'm going to add other things as the year goes on. That is my goal here on January 5th.
I do have, so the gym one, it's kind of, that's one that I'm just going to keep for the rest of my life, I think. Just keep going to the gym.
As an automatic?
But my actual one is to stop spending money at a gas station. Like, I'll get gas, and then I go inside, and I'm like, I could use a protein bar right now. And it's like $4 there.
It's true. It's like literally like the money. It's burning a hole in your pocket. And that's for a reason. People just love to spend money. I should buy that. I should get that. Like last night, this is a perfect example. I went out to Walmart. My daughter and I were driving around, running errands. And we switched our bedroom around a little bit. The outlet is very difficult to get to. So I needed power strip with a little bit longer cord. So I thought, I'm going to get this because I don't want to have to reach behind the bed, yada, yada. I get home. I already have a power strip with the same length cord. Like, I spent money to spend it, and that's so stupid.
Yeah.
So, I'm with you.
It's like maybe eating out, too, as well. Like, just eating out and spending money at, like, gas stations or when I'm going to the grocery store and buying something that's not, like, what I need right now.
No, absolutely. That's actually a great resolution. So tell us what yours is, folks. 855-752-4842, 855-75-CIVIC. You can also text us on the app, or if you're watching the radio on the stream, drop us a stream comment at YouTube, Facebook, or X, and give us a like or a follow if you're so inclined, if you're on any of the aforementioned platforms. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm really torn here because I think I told you this off the air. I'm thinking about driving to Chicago this weekend. Real quick trip. Maybe do the Amtrak from Milwaukee to take some of the driving away. I don't know. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah,
but I live in an area that is not easy to get to. Marinette is a tough, we're an hour from the Green Bay Airport. The Green Bay Airport doesn't always have the flight you want, though. Sometimes you got to go to Appleton, and sometimes they don't. More often than not, we end up flying out of Milwaukee. So
I mean, it's always cheaper out of Milwaukee, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know I chose to live in a very remote area, which has its advantages and disadvantages. But we might go to Chicago. And, I'll see what kind of tickets I can score for the Bears-Packers game. But, I don't know. If worse comes to worse and I end up... Because I watch a lot of these games with Packer fans. So it could be fun. I don't even remember what it's like just to watch it with Bears fans.
Yeah, I mean, you can take the Amtrak from Marinette, right?
No. No, I have to take a bus that will route me through Escanaba, Michigan, and Sault Ste. Marie. Then it comes back around down south. No, there's no easy way. I'll have to drive, but I love trains.
The Amtrak's fun.
It's great.
Yeah, I mean, that takes that heavy Chicago traffic out of the picture, kind of too.
Absolutely. And I'm at a point where I'm just done with. I don't even like factory traffic in Marinette. Like at 3:00 when the factories get out, I could sit there for 10 minutes, and I don't even like that. So if I can ride on a train and look at my phone, and you know what? At the end of the day, by the time you factor in tolls and parking, you stay at a hotel downtown.
Yeah,
it's going to be $80, or maybe go spot here. You're still going to spend money. So maybe the Amtrak is the way to go. But I don't know. I need to figure this out. It's going to be 40 degrees supposedly in Chicago on Saturday night, at least now, but it might rain. But tickets right now are about $500 a pop, and I'm not going to do $500 a pop.
No. I mean, just going to a sports bar and getting some food, enjoying your time with the family, and
just a long way to go to a bar.
That is true,
especially if they lose. That's when I'll go ballistic.
I mean, if you really want the atmosphere of other Bears fans, you're definitely going to have to go. I don't know if there's I don't know whether there's a Bears bar around here.
There aren't. You told me they closed.
Yes,
there was a Bear Packer
and it
bar.
wasn't really because it was divided.
We're going to be talking about this all throughout the week, folks. I think it's so fun. And we've been kind of gifted another Packers-Bears week. We've already had some fun talks about it. We had the guys from Make the Call on a couple weeks ago. We've talked a lot about this with Mike Clemens. Mike will be on the show later in the week as well to talk some Bears-Packers. But another fun week to kick off our January right. Do you have a prediction, Con?
I believe the Packers will win.
Really? Oh, that's a gutsy call from the homer.
Yes, I believe in Jordan Love.
Honestly, as a fan, I know you want the Packers to win, but you're also a sports journalist. You're picking the Packers.
Yes,
okay.
I am.
Wow.
I think we've had two games now. Both teams know what our weaknesses are and stuff like that. And I mean, last game we kind of did stop the run a little bit. So this next time we added a cornerback. That's lovely because Nixon sucks. So.
Yeah. Is that who he's going to replace?
Well, Nixon's going to be cornerback 2 now.
Right, but you can have Gotcha. All right, we're coming back. We'll talk a little more Bears-Packers. We're also going to read your texts, folks. What is your New Year's resolution? Join the fun. Join the show. This is Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Never my love. Never my love. You say you fear I'll change my mind.
From Hobart to Bay Settlement, 97.9 WGBW.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
With locations in Appleton and Oshkosh, Insight Eye Care has been serving the Fox Valley since 1972, offering comprehensive eye care services. Their doctors also share a special interest in treating chronic dry eye disease, providing specialty contact lenses, and expert pediatric eye care. Find Insight Eye Care on North Sawyer Street in Oshkosh and Chain Drive in Appleton, improving lives by improving sight with quality eye care for everyone in your family. Insight Eye Care. Visit WIinsight.com to schedule your eye exam today.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Out here in the middle of these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on Earth. That's how it feels when you're struggling with your mental health. But you don't have to feel alone. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Welcome back. I'm Pete Schwaba. This is Nite Lite. The Doctors in Recital will be here after the news, which is coming up in just about 8 minutes. They will fill our Nite Lite studios with song, as they always do. Chris and Paul Piet and Kim Shefchik from the Doctors in Recital. A really cool show that takes place every January here in Green Bay. We'll tell you all about it when they roll in. And then Dana Ehrman will be here in hour number 3. Very funny, Wisconsin native and hilarious comedian. Our question of the night is, what is your New Year's resolution? Got some social media responses here. Mike on the Facebook actually says, it doesn't matter. I broke it already. Oh, there's the spirit, Mike. There you go. Another Mike Mercury says, same ones as last year. Okay, some serious vague responses. I'm going to guess Mike Mercury's was to write more Substack articles. And he did pretty well with it last year. So good luck with that, Mike. Amanda Nimmer, one of the producers here at WGBW, says, I don't do resolutions. They set you up for failure. Only one. Okay, and then Bill Modi says beer. Now that's a resolution. But he's not saying if he wants to drink more or less. So I don't know what to do with that.
Is he brewing his own?
Right. Or maybe he just wants to say beer as much as possible. I have no idea. We have a phone call coming?
Yeah, Ollie from the North Woods.
Ollie from the North Woods. Happy New Year, Ollie. How are you?
Well, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
I'm doing fine. Glad to be home. That's my New Year's resolution, is to stay healthy. I was in the hospital for a bit. And in rehab. And I missed the Jimmies, and I was so sad to have to miss their show in Hayward.
The Jimmies.
But,
okay. Is that a band?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
They were going to play at the Park Theater in Hayward.
I think we talked about that. That's right. Okay.
Yes,
I'm sorry you missed that as well.
Well, so my New Year's resolution is to get healthier and stay in my little cabin.
Well, I think that's a great and an attainable New Year's resolution too, right? Because your health is important and you got a roof over your head. And I think you should add to that, Ollie, call Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba more often.
I would. I'll tell you, I sure missed it. And there was no radio, and I tried using a friend's phone. And I see they had lots of changes, but I just didn't get in on the show. So I wish you guys a Happy New Year, too, even though it's getting late to say it.
No, it's not. Never from Ollie. It's great to hear from you anytime, Ollie, and glad you're on the mend, and thank you for the call tonight. Have a great evening.
Okay, you guys take care. Bye-bye.
Right. Thank you very much. That's Ollie from the... And Ollie, if you can get your hands on a computer, they are not a fad. They are here to stay. Check out the Nite Lite podcast. They're all cataloged at civicmedia.us. You can catch up. I was wondering, we hadn't heard from Ollie in a while, and I was kind of wondering if everything was okay, so I'm glad she called. Brett from Brown Deer on the text line says, my New Year's resolution is to smoke more weed. It makes me nicer. That's fantastic.
That's great.
Now, if he had said, do more meth, I would have been a little...
That would have been, a little bit of a red flag,
time for a phone call. Yeah, exactly. So thank you, Brett. I hope you're successful. John from Columbia County says, no resolution. Live your life. F them.
It's all right.
He doesn't have a resolution, but he sounds resolute. How many times am I going to make that joke tonight?
I think we're at 5.
Yeah, we got a ways.
Counter?
Got a ways to go. Monica from the 608 says, I was going to stop sweating, but that only lasted 9 hours into January 1st, and I was only awake for about 2 of those hours. So I decided I should try to be nicer to my sister. She was mad at me by January 3rd and said I was being an insert expletive here. So I have some work ahead of me. Monica's kind of a pistol. I don't know if you noticed that, Con. Well, Monica, it sounds like you have a lot going on. And our guest in hour number 1, Laura Arico, her story would make a great movie. It sounds like Monica's got kind of a reality show percolating there with her own family. Thank you, Monica from Mount Horeb, for the text, and have a great night. And I hope everything gets worked out. Because there's some bah humbuggers here tonight, Conrad. Some people don't want anything to do with resolutions. They kind of poo-poo them, so to speak.
Happy New Year's.
Yeah. Maybe I almost made a really bad poo-poo joke. All right, the 608, the NBA has first and second year players in all-star game.
Yes, they do.
What does that mean?
So, last year they did a tournament kind of format. I think they're doing it this year again, actually, where they had the Rising Stars as one of the teams. So the Rising Stars is the day before the dunk contest and all that stuff. Yeah. And it's a tournament, and whatever team wins goes to the All-Star game in their tournament.
All right, cool.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for the text, 608. Monica did clarify. She texted back and said, that was supposed to be swearing, not sweating. That makes a big difference, Monica. So now I want to read the text again. She says, I was going to stop swearing. Why would anyone ever do that? Swearing is just too much fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
She says, but that only lasted 9 hours. So I'm in my head, I'm going, what made her sweat 9 hours into day 1 of 2026?
She must live in my old apartment.
Your old apartment, yeah. She signed a lease on December 31st. She says, I was only awake for about 2 of those hours. And she still could not swear. So, you swear, big deal. Right, Monica? Anyway, yeah, family will make you swear sometimes. So thank you for the clarification, though. So, all right. So I'm going to predict. I don't know what to predict. Maybe I'm going to hold off because this, it's so weird. As a Bear fan, the whole season has been a success. It was a huge turnaround. But losing to the Packers in Game 3, as a Bear fan, would just be it's still a good year, but that's not a way to go out.
Yeah,
Jordan Love healthy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're coming right back, folks. The news is up next, and then the studio will be filled with song. The Doctors in Recital are here. It is great to have you with me. Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2026. This is Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite.
97.9 WGBW and WGBW.FM.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. Members of Congress are getting behind the closed-door briefing on the U.S. military's role in the capture of Nicolas Maduro and his wife in Venezuela. Both flown to the U.S., where they were arraigned today on drug trafficking and conspiracy charges. They pleaded not guilty. ABC's Ann Flaherty on what's next.
We saw Nicolas Maduro, just days ago being dragged out of the palace there in Venezuela, now sitting in a courtroom. Really just an amazing sight there. He was wearing earphones. We were told that he was speaking through a translator. And of course, the question is what happens next? So we were told that a situation like this, it's going to take at least 6 months to a year for a trial like this.
Maduro's next court hearing set for March 17th. The pill version of Wegovy now available. Maker Novo Nordisk says the weight loss drug will be covered by insurance or with a copay. Out-of-pocket costs for the two lowest doses, $149 a month. This is ABC News.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Winter weather advisory tonight for icy areas possible with freezing rain, and drizzle, and a low near 30. Wintry mix for the morning, some light rain for the afternoon. High mid-30s. Mild weather for Wednesday and Thursday. Highs in the upper 30s. It's 28 degrees right now.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
I was stuck in a state of panic and endless rituals, so I made the call.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
We are the National Park Foundation, and together with you, we're creating a future where every person, every generation gets their chance at an unforgettable moment. Learn more at nationalparks.org/foundation.
Small businesses are the heart of America. As
Welcome back. Sometimes if I really like the song when we come out of break, I'll kind of take my time talking so I can hear more of the song.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does that make sense? Like if you, honestly, Carole King I love, but if I hear Carole King one more time, Con.
Ooh. Well, no, I'm going to play the song, and I'm not going to put your mic on now.
Dom, stay on standby. That's all I'm saying. Tom's like, what? What did I do? I kid Conrad because he loves Carole King. Did I introduce you to her? Did you know about her?
That song's great. I didn't know about that song.
She's
I think I heard that
fantastic.
maybe on like TikTok or something, and I never expanded into it. Actually,
she's got her whole You should celebrate her whole catalog.
Mm-hmm.
She's great, honestly.
Tomorrow we're gonna have a whole new lineup of music, and it's all Carole King.
We are not doing that, Conrad. But thank you for the suggestion. Hey, this is exciting, folks, because some of my favorites are here. They're missing their third. I almost called her a third wheel, but that would not be appropriate.
No, I think I'm the third wheel.
No.
So we're missing
I'm
the second wheel.
I'm the third wheel.
One of you is definitely the third wheel. It is not Chris Piat, who is not here.
She is definitely not.
She's the main wheel.
No one would ever call her a third wheel.
I know. Don't tell her I said that.
Sometimes I'm called the squeaky wheel.
We've got some of a group representing the doctors in recital. They are here quite often, and I love when they come to the studio. Kim Shefchick is here, and Paul Piat. Chris Piat, one of our other regulars here, is not here tonight, and she is missed. But I appreciate you guys coming in and representing the doctors in recital, a really outstanding group with a big show coming up.
Yay.
How are you guys?
Great.
Yeah. Did you have good
Great.
holidays?
It was really nice. I feel like it was the first holiday with my son home from college. And so I got to be joining the ranks of those people that I swore I'd never be, where you're like, oh, whatever, it won't be a big deal. And they come home and then you just fawn over them like, I missed you. I miss you so much. And it's kind of obnoxious.
Was there an adjustment period, Kim, or was it like he just never left?
No, there was an adjustment because it's like you are used to having a little bit of okay, everybody. Well, you know how it is because he has two boys.
But I want to
and they
hear
come home
your
and they're
story because you're on a little bit of a delay. So I
Paul
want to
was
hear how it's going for you.
Giggling over there,
because I know where she's going with this.
Well, the advantage of my son is I think, he's in a smaller space. And so he only had so many piles of clothes he could bring. So all of his dirty laundry could only fit in one giant knapsack.
Satchel.
But that, they come home, they dump, and then they just kind of take a nap for 4 days.
Yeah, and that's okay because they're working hard, right? We had this dilemma. I was going to go see Frank Herman's show at the Meyer. Well, we did that last year. My whole family met here. We went. It was a blast. This year, my daughter, who is also in musical theater, got sick, and we kept her, the good parents that we are, we said, stay there for 2 more days because nobody here wants to get sick.
We don't want you.
We love you, but stay there.
Exactly. So she actually kind of offered, but we took her up on it. And it was just like we're wearing masks in the car. I can't get sick. I don't want the flu, and she had a flu shot and still got sick.
Yes, my son had the flu too during finals.
Really?
It was just hitting the college campus is hard.
So is he still home? How long is his break?
He's home for another week and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So you get that good quality.
Yeah.
That's very
Right
exciting.
about the time you're kind of getting sick of them being home again, they leave. It's kind of cool, actually.
Would it be really crummy if I tried to talk my daughter into going back early after we told her to stay at school? After everybody left?
I think that's sending a message.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I mean, if you want to send that message, you can send that message. But
I love my
don't they start? They start next week already. I think. Right?
I think it's the 20th or something like that.
Okay.
And what about you, Paul? You got you're not empty nesters. You still have kids.
Yeah, they're both in college.
Oh, they both are. Okay.
Yep. So same kind of thing. They come back from college. They, the laundry bomb goes off.
Yeah.
It's just everywhere. Our home isn't super big, so when the two of them come, it's like they take over.
Yeah.
I don't think they're even trying to do that. It just naturally happens.
Right,
And you start fighting over the common spaces really quick.
It's so weird because I get frustrated because it's just my wife and I most of the time. So the dishes it's one dish, I'm so pathetic at 1 a.m, wiping my dish and putting it away. And then they get home and there's stuff everywhere.
Yep.
And my first instinct goes, hey guys, can you clean up? And then I'm like, I don't care. I love that they're home.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really don't care. Is that like that for you, Conrad, when you visit your parents?
I mean, not really.
He still gets grounded.
When I go back and visit, they just like to have the company, me being back there. So
And that's important. That's great.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad things are going well for both of you two third wheels, and it's fun to have you here. Tell us about what is going on with Doctors in Recital. How are things going? It's right around the corner.
Right.
Yeah.
So Saturday the 24th at the Widener. This month, just coming up in 3 weeks. We have our house band rehearsal coming up. That's going to be really exciting. So we do a nice rehearsal with the house band at East, and then there's a dress rehearsal the Friday night before, and that's when a lot of us get to see some of it for the very first time. But I've heard we had a few different acts rehearse at the Piat's house over the holidays, and it was, there are some really good groups this year. There's some new folks that are involved, but your usual variety show, we've got vocals, we've got jazz, we've got we've just got a wide variety. What did you hear that you thought was interesting coming up, Paul?
Well, some of it was like older music too. There was some from like the 60s.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. What were they singing? What were the ladies singing? That was kind of fun.
Postman, Mr.
Yeah,
Postman.
Mr. Postman. Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a fun song.
Yep.
It was super fun.
So yeah, a bunch of different stuff. The gospel piece was excellent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dr. Mark Ringwalski is a gospel singer, and he hits notes that I can't hit.
Yeah.
Really?
He's just up there, and it's amazing.
You know what's funny? You just mentioned that name. I just picked random people off the website.
And you found that name?
I was going to say, give me a tidbit about this person, because I think we did that last year. I picked someone, and I almost picked her again this year, and she was like a Miss America thing, and she's also a surgeon.
Tina Sauerhammer
has been playing the cello since she was in utero.
Yeah.
Just like all these.
I know.
So we'll do that.
Dr. Ringwalski he retired from medicine. He's an occupational health physician, and he retired from medicine to become a touring gospel singer. Legit. And he now does that as his job and life's work. And he and his wife have traveled the country, actually the world. But he always comes back for Doctors in Recital and sings a gospel tune with us. There's going to be a choir backing him up and strings. We've got, it's a pretty big number, his song.
I think strings are my favorite. I think just whenever I listen to classical music, I never get tired of strings. I could keep them on forever.
Yeah, we have a violinist in the show. He is, I believe, an anesthesiologist, but he's also a PhD music performance violinist.
Come on.
And yeah, he's just a slacker too. He's playing a violin concerto with Dr. Chun accompanying him on the piano. I'm pretty sure everyone's just gonna pick their jaws off the floor when they're done.
And here we are at Nite Lite every night. I'm like, do I talk about the Twinkie anniversary or what? And
of course you do. That's also very cool.
Because that's important for the rest of us who don't have 14 degrees.
All right. Yes. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Kim, I did notice, this is funny. I'm not used to seeing you, you have this beautiful headshot, and you just come in here and you're pretty casual. Sometimes you got your tags on.
I know. I took my lanyard off today.
Yeah, and I clicked on yours, and it said Kim Shefchick. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know her.
You're like, oh, yeah, that girl.
So it's nice to see an actual headshot, but you refer to your family members or your children as band members.
Well, of course.
Okay.
The OG.
How do they feel about that?
It's funny. I do have this secret dream that they do know is a secret dream that someday they'll perform with me. But we did actually get a little bit going on last summer where they came up and sang. They both play instruments. Wouldn't it be great if we actually had a band? But it was just kind of a euphemism for their, they're my fans.
Great. And I think anything to encourage music in the house is fantastic.
Absolutely,
too. So
absolutely.
Is there a theme to this year's show? It's the 24th, as you mentioned, at the Widener. Great place to see a show, too, by the way.
It's a beautiful place. There's not like a theme to the music or the variety, but the theme is always music, making a difference by making music.
Okay.
And our making a difference this year is focused on some hunger, helping end hunger in our communities. So we have 4 different food banks that we're raising money for. And then we always support music education. So we have 2 music education programs with some local high schools in the area. So it's just a lot of bringing people together of a hodgepodge of healthcare professionals, putting on a show. And Lucinda Roberts, our executive producer, weaves it together with a story. And then we have an MC. Oh my goodness. I cannot think of his name. Dr. Paulson from St. Norbert College. He does a lot of fun dad jokes. You would appreciate his humor, I'm sure. And he ties it together too with some fun little anecdotes throughout the show, as filler in between. But it's pretty efficiently run. The stage crew does a great job of weaving it all together somehow every year.
I'm trying not to be offended, Kim, that you said I would love the dad jokes.
I think you're a dad joke guy.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I do.
That's like
Am I wrong?
I think so.
I'm
like
a dad joke guy.
Am I wrong?
Is there something wrong with that?
I like dad. I appreciate dad jokes.
I mean, if you had said knock knock jokes, I might have. Pete.
Oh, I think dad jokes are above knock knock.
Yeah, I mean,
don't you think?
I prefer a good pun too.
Okay.
I'm not good at
if it's a somewhat cheesy dad joke with some pun going on. That's
all right.
That's a good thing.
I'm not good at any jokes. I always screw up jokes.
You could never offend me anyway. I'm just. All right.
Now
so
I feel like that's a challenge.
Let's see what you can do next time you come in. We'll see what we. So my guests are Kim Shefchik and Paul Piat. They are here representing the Doctors in a Recital. A great show for a great cause that happens January 24th, 2026. 2026, Conrad.
I know.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And so that is what everyone's resolution should be. Where should people get? Where can people get tickets? Are there still tickets?
There are still tickets.
Okay.
You can get them online through the Widener. They're doing their own internal ticketing this year. So www.widenercenter.com, or you can go to the door. We'll have tickets available
and
at the door.
how much are they?
They kind of range essentially depending on where you're sitting. I believe the starting is around $25, and then and up is kind of how they're phrasing it.
What is the uppest it goes?
I think the uppest is like 40 because that's like front orchestra kind of level
oh my gosh.
seating. I know that, when we looked at trying to keep it affordable for our attendees, we decided to kind of have the range pricing so that we don't outprice, our favorite fans.
Yeah.
Who
Do you have
been
a lot
coming
of,
for a long time.
Do you have a lot? Do you recognize people sometimes?
Oh,
when you're out there?
yes. There are people who have been coming for the nearly 20 years that we've been doing it. And it's really cute because it's like you have your own little fan club. Like, oh my God, I love you.
Your song was so great this year.
You guys are, I love that you do this, and I love that you come in here to promote it because you are both outstanding musicians, as is Chris when she's here. And you brought kids last time in the summer?
Yeah.
We did.
We had, was it Elliot and Tess came along, right?
They were Stevens Point students.
Elliot sang some Sting, I think.
Yeah.
Fields of Gold. Mm-hmm.
That was fantastic.
We try. We keep prodding them and trying to get them to stay involved. But, when they're home on break, sometimes they just turn into lumps in their beds.
They wanted no part of this tonight. That's what I'm hearing.
Talk about like a band, a family band. The Piat family band should be a thing. And so Paul's brother's super talented. Paul's kids, Paul and Chris and their kids. I mean, I expect a Piat band in my lifetime.
I am pretty much.
I demand.
I am the weakest link of this whole operation. Oh, by far.
See, we've seen and we've heard. And
you're just that guy, Paul. You're very humble.
No. All of our kids are talented. That's pretty awesome.
That's fantastic.
They're talented, but Paul, you're very talented. You just are.
No.
All right, we have to do a very quick break. When we come back, you're going to sing, right?
Well, yeah.
Sure.
He's got the guitar. I figured, why not?
Yeah.
I just kind of hold it. I kind of hold it at home, too. I just always hold the guitar so I look cool.
Doctors at Recital are here. It's Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite. We're coming right back.
Was it the simple things that made me so crazy about you?
Hey, Northeast Wisconsin, this is Kristen Ambos with the Always On Point podcast and Point Mortgage. On Sundays at 10 to 11 a.m., you'll find me on the Civic Media app, as well as 1590 AM, 97.9 FM, and all podcast platforms where we'll discuss everything mortgage, real estate, and market related. Any questions? Text them to 920-606-1156. Join me every Sunday.
Sturgeon Spirits of Oshkosh. Next door to their cocktail bar and tasting room on Oregon Street is the Ready Room, open for your next event. A private bar with aviation-inspired detail, It's ideal for intimate parties, conferences, or special occasion parties and reunions. Sturgeon Spirits, 2663 Oregon Street in Oshkosh, and at grocery and liquor stores throughout the Fox Valley. Wherever you go, buy local, drink local, and take a piece of Oshkosh with you. SturgeonSpirits.com.
You want to feel important.
You want to be part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong.
We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you. But our part-time service in the Army National Guard means we get to be more.
When our communities are in need, we get the chance to stand up and do something about it.
We get to serve in our own region and help the people we call neighbors.
From the lakeshores of Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota,
The fertile fields of Indiana, Illinois, and Iowa, to the wide open plains of North and South Dakota.
we are here for our hometowns.
And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Teaching shapes lives. Are you ready? Explore teaching at teach.org, supported by the U.S. Department of Education and 1 million teachers of color.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check that off.
You've got this.
Yes, you do. See how we've got you at yougotthis.usaging.org. A message from the Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative, powered by
This is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba. We are starting anew, folks. It is a new year, and but that does not stop us from having guests on the show who have been on here in 2024 and 2025. Sometimes you just can't do any better. We tried to find better musicians, honestly, and we could not top you guys. So
honestly,
maybe we shouldn't play and sing tonight. Now the pressure's on.
Paul, just be honest. You've been looking for better radio shows, and you know it, damn it. So, Con?
Maybe Paul has. I haven't.
I love you, Pete.
You guys are fantastic. I know. I love having you guys here, and it's just great to have you. So, do either one of you have New Year's resolutions before we get to a song?
So, I felt like this year I was gonna try to find like more things that made me feel like a kid again.
Oh, that's interesting. Very specific. I like that, Kim.
Well, it's specific and yet it's not specific.
Yeah.
Like. Because,
there's room
for
to
example,
grow or fail
for
in there
example,
and...
a really simple way that I did one of them was my password reset at work has to do with that.
With
like,
feeling like a kid again?
Yeah, because you know how like you make your password and you're like, this is stupid. Like you want to make your password almost this is stupid.
Right.
This is stupid. Asterisk
but I
24/9.
put something in my password that reminds me of being a kid again.
Is it Mountain Dew?
No, but good guess. But and then every time I type it, I kind of chuckle.
Oh,
it's kind of fun.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, I'm really proud of that one, but that's not really the intent of the whole resolution.
Oh, what about you, Paul? That's a great one.
I didn't really make one this year. Usually my resolution is the same thing every year. Just want to be healthier, yada, yada, yada. And yeah, you make an effort always. But
right.
I think for me, I just want to try to take a little bit more time for myself. It could be health related. It could just be mental health related. Just like unplugging and not worrying about stuff for a little bit is what I'm going to try to do more of. But it's kind of hard to do that in this level.
I thought it was
world.
going to be grow a longer beard because I feel like it's longer.
Oh yeah.
No, I just trimmed it.
That's trimmed. Wow.
Feels so much fuller.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're watching on the stream, Paul's got the rocking the beard. I think all those resolutions are great.
Definitely
just
longer than mine.
because it just gets us to consider new things, even if we don't follow through. I think.
What's
that's,
yours?
None of your business. You'll appreciate that. Kim, you'll appreciate this. Giving Kim a hard time tonight because I feel like we're friends and I can do that.
Yes, you can. It's safe.
So mine is giving up high fructose corn syrup.
That's a good one.
That's someone in the professional.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That stuff is not good for you.
It's terrible. And I had actual, like the new. I try to go for like the Mexican Cokes if I'm going to drink a Coke.
Oh, Mexican Coke's good.
They're very good. The real sugar makes a difference, but I had it like I probably over the course of the break had 4 or 5 Cokes with high fruit. And I just was disgusted with myself, So, all right, we've got to get to we've got to get to a song. You guys are here to sing and fill our studios with song, and I love both of you when you sing. It's outstanding. So,
well,
what are you thinking?
Hopefully, the phlegm stays out of the vocal cords. We are gonna sing a song that I actually did with the Piats in a previous Doctors in Recital called "Feels Like Home."
Okay.
Bonnie Raitt did this,
nice.
and then
yeah.
I don't know if she actually wrote it. Linda Ronstadt
did it. Actually, it's been covered by a lot of people. Actually.
Yeah, it has.
Here's what we'll do, because we have about 3.5 minutes, Con, to break.
Yep.
Take us to break. We'll be right back, folks, after the news. If they're not done, and if you're done, we'll throw it a break. But either way, take your time. Sing. This is the Doctors in Recital. Kim Shevchik, Paul Piat here singing Bonnie Raitt. I absolutely love it.
Something in your eyes makes me wanna lose myself. Makes me wanna lose myself in your arms. There's something in your voice makes my heart beat fast. I hope this feeling lasts the rest of my life. If you knew how lonely my life has been and how long I've felt for so long. If you knew how I wanted someone to come along and change my life the way you've done. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I come from. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm on my way back where I belong. A window breaks down a long dark street, and the sirens wail in the night. But I'm alright, 'cause I have you here with me, and I can almost see through the dark there's a light. If you knew how much the moment means to me, and how long I've waited for your touch. If you knew how happy you are making me, and how I'd never love anyone so much. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I began.
Court in New York City today where they're facing drug trafficking charges. ABC's Ann Flaherty.
The troops seem to have left. We don't know what the current presence is in Venezuela. The Pentagon has not spoken about this publicly other than Hegseth's comments. They haven't conducted a press briefing on it since that briefing over the weekend when President Trump said we are now in charge of Venezuela.
Meanwhile, the Swiss government says they have frozen Maduro's assets in that country, along with the assets of anyone else associated with him. The asset freeze does not affect members of the current Venezuelan government. Swiss authorities say they decided to do so as a precautionary measure. Well, it's time for the annual CES trade show, which highlights the latest tech companies plan on offering in 2026. The multi-day event, organized by the Consumer Technology Association, kicks off this week in Las Vegas. This is ABC News. Jury selection is underway in Texas, where a former Uvalde school officer faces trial over the 2022 Robb Elementary mass shooting.
Former Uvalde Schools police officer Adrian Gonzalez faces 29 counts of abandoning or endangering a child.
This is one that could go either way.
Legal observer and attorney Mike Howard.
If I'm the prosecutor, I'm going to say, well, his inaction placed them in danger.
Howard is not connected to the case, but expects the defense to argue that
falling short of the mark is not a crime. Even being a coward is not a crime.
If he's convicted, Gonzalez could be sent to prison for 2 years. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
An investigation is taking place in Greece to find out why radio communications failed, shutting down the country's airspace Sunday. The Golden Globe Awards return this Sunday. Oscar frontrunner One Battle After Another leads all nominees with 9. Helen Mirren will be honored with the Cecil B. DeMille Award for her life of work on screen. I'm Stephanie Officer, ABC News.
You're a storyteller, negotiator, artist, innovator. Whatever your passion, whatever your skills, behind the scenes or in front, you belong here. A career in broadcast media. Local radio and TV stations in every town and city need someone like you. So do what you love and bring your talent to life. Your passion, your skills, your career. You belong here. Learn more at youbelonghere.media.
Let's talk rechargeable battery safety with tips from the National Fire Protection Association. Only buy products with a safety certification mark. Charge devices on hard surfaces. Don't use off-brand cords and always unplug when fully charged. Charge into fire safety at fpw.org/battery.
When a person calls 988, they're connected to a crisis counselor.
A caller can expect to talk about coping skills.
They can chat, they can text, and when they come out on the other side, they're feeling better.
Call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Winter weather advisory tonight for icy areas possible with freezing rain, and drizzle, and a low near 30. Wintry mix for the morning, some light rain for the afternoon. High mid-30s. Mild weather for Wednesday and Thursday. Highs in the upper 30s. It's 28 degrees right now.
Listen, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Let's put ourselves in the right position.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org, brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
My Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but early detection allowed us to take control of the situation together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
I'm Angela Bassett. For 33 million Americans, one bite can cause a life-threatening reaction. Now, there's a needle-free option for epinephrine.
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood. And now, a guy who travels so he can pretend he's on the lam, Pete Schwaba.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our first show in our third year here at Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba. It is great to have you with me. Conrad Krieger is working the board. Con, you hanging in there?
I'm doing good. Happy New Year.
Okay, Happy New Year, buddy. He hasn't. That's the 82nd time he said that this show.
Happy New Year.
I have noticed a recurrence of the statement.
I'm serious. I was entertaining the idea of a beating.
He's
but he
really
benches
worried about you having a great year.
He is.
To everyone out there, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And when he says he can't say it enough, he really means it. This is a really fun Monday night here at Nite Lite. We've got the Doctors in Recital here in the studio. We always love when they are here. They're going to perform again, which is going to be exciting. If you missed the first 2 hours of the show, folks, please go to civicmedia.us and you can, all of our shows are cataloged there in podcast form. You can hear my first hour interview with Laura Arico, who has just an incredible story about being pregnant at 48 by her husband, who passed away 10 years ago. So they're having a baby together. The sperm was frozen. She's a publicist and an actress, and she's just kind of this spitfire. And now she's going to be a mom. She's like 8 months pregnant at 48. So that was fun.
Wow.
You guys just performed in hour number
follow
2.
That.
Well, you are.
Like,
That's what you
you
have to have.
stories that are making us feel really small.
Yeah.
You have to have a musical act follow something like that because it's like, it's like
that's crazy.
It was a phenomenal story.
That's crazy.
So,
at
and then
first
we've
I was
got,
like 48 and pregnant.
I know.
And then you told me that, and I was like,
we've got Dana Ehrman, very funny comedian and Wisconsin native, coming up at 7:35. So we've got a few more minutes here with the Doctors in Recital. Our question of the night is, what is your New Year's resolution? I think we can get away with this because this is our first show of the new year.
Happy New Year.
Conrad is.
Now it's going to be a shtick.
It's on. No. It's been a shtick. Listen, the second we got here, even off the air, he was saying that ad nauseum. So it's going to be fun. We've got an hour to go, and we are crushing it tonight with our guest. It's been so much fun having the Doctors in Recital. Kim Shevchik, Paul Piet, Chris Piet sat this one out. She took a knee, and
did.
it sounds like she deserves it.
She teaches middle school, remember?
Right.
She deserved it.
She's built up a lot of street cred here over with me anyway, and I'm sure my wife teaches kindergarten.
Oh, boy.
I can't even. I'm like,
No.
how many shoes do you tie in a day? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I could ever do that. So
No, I wouldn't last.
I wouldn't either. Well, it's great to have you guys here. The Doctors in Recital is this outstanding show that happens every January. How long has it been going on?
Okay, there's a little bit of dispute here because it's like, I have to think, Lucinda should be here. I feel like it started, my daughter was born in 2009, so I think it started in 2007.
Okay.
And then we had to take a couple years off because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So people are like, "Oh, how many years has it been?" Well, I mean, which ones are you counting? The years we had shows. But anyway, it's essentially been just about 20 years, which is pretty cool.
That's
because we've never
really
skipped
cool.
a show just because we didn't want to do it.
No.
We
Right.
had good reasons to not do a show.
Yeah,
I
the
mean, global
healthcare
pandemic.
community was kind of busy.
Wait, global pandemic. What happened?
Yeah, pandemic. It's kind of scary.
That is
But
scary.
We made it. We're back.
And you're
it's been
going
a lot of fun.
strong.
Yeah.
And for people that are just joining us or that haven't been to one of the shows, what is that night like? You've got, and tell us what the Doctors in Recital is.
Yeah.
It's kind of just what the title says, but you're a big part of it, Kim.
Yeah, the name makes it sound like people are going to come up on stage and do some kind of classical,
Yeah.
recital type piece. But we run through, I think it's 18 to 22 acts depending on the year, and there'll be two acts, and it'll vary from classical to jazz to vocal to instrumental to self-composed songs, and even things that honor our recipient. One of our people regularly writes a song about our recipients, which is pretty moving, and it's like nothing. It's nothing else you've ever seen because it's not comparable. I feel like it's kind of a variety show, but it's mostly healthcare community members, physicians lead each act, and then we'll have people from other areas of the healthcare professions. We have a choir, and in the choir, it can be anyone who has some sort of tangential connection to healthcare. So that's a lot of fun, and they tend to do some popular music. We've had show tunes, we've had popular music. This year, actually, one of the cool new groups is doing that Black Horse and a Cherry Tree song that was popular probably about 7 years ago. They sound great. These three vocalists, they're phenomenal.
That one caught me by surprise during rehearsal because I had forgotten what. I
song
saw
was?
the title and I'm like, I should know that song,
Yeah.
and I had no
Yeah.
recollection of it. And then as soon as they started, I was like, oh, it's this song.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool song, and they sound knockout.
Wow.
Knock your socks off.
It's such, I have never been to the show, but I think it was maybe last year, Kim, you joined us from backstage at the dress rehearsal. And that was
Yeah.
like a really cool inside
Yeah, we
Hollywood
should
moment. It was
totally do that again.
Absolutely.
That was
And
super fun.
We got to listen to the rehearsal. It was so great. It's very moderately priced, $20. The tickets go up to $40. It's all for a good cause. And it's at the Widener Center. I have seen shows there before, and the acoustics are still probably state of the art. It's a beautiful venue.
Very, very one of a kind experience for most of our people in the show, because they're in healthcare for their day job, so
Yeah.
they're not performing on the regular, and to be able to be in a space like the Widener is a real gift. It's a wonderful treasure in our community, and I'm grateful to be on there every year. And it's kind of cool. You look out and you can for 1 minute pretend you're that superstar you thought you were going to be.
Yeah. Well, and especially for these doctors or
kidding.
people in the health profession.
Yeah.
They're really talented. This isn't just like people volunteering on the weekends, and they probably feel the same way too. When do they ever have an audience like that? When they
Right.
do a Spinal Tap, right?
Well, yeah, that
Oh.
would be weird. But you also have
I'd go.
local musicians too who
Yeah.
join a lot of our acts. So we've got top notch talent, like the Power Tool Horns are joining on our number this year, and they're from Big Mouth Band. They're
Yeah.
amazing. We have some area piano and string performers that are joining us. It's just again a unique. I can't compare it to anything
it's
else.
really cool.
Just amazing.
Will you guys play something else?
Yeah,
Sure.
Paul's gonna do his best at Paul Simon.
Yeah, here's one we've
Love
never
it.
done before, so let's see what happens.
Well, we just practiced it in your
kinda
in your
just
little
stumbled
back
through it.
room.
I love it.
It's a song I like.
Doctors in Recital in the studio.
Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, to come home. Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, to come home. Come on home. Making love in the afternoon with Cecilia up in my bedroom. Making love. I got up to wash my face. When I come back to bed, someone's taking my place. Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, to come home. Come on home. Oh, 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 oh. Jubilation, she loves me again. I fall on the floor and I'm laughing. Jubilation, she loves me again. I fall on the floor and I'm laughing. Oh. I don't know.
Well
sorry,
done.
Sorry, Mr. Simon.
No, wait, was that jubilation part ad-libbed?
Jubilation.
Yeah.
No, it's part of the lyrics.
That's part of the song.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that for some reason.
She came back. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, she didn't just, go up in the bedroom and ditch him. She came
yeah,
back.
I mean,
it is kind of a very
She's cheating on him, right?
She is
Yeah.
kind of a bit of a.
And this guy's kind of just wants her back and he doesn't care. And there's a name for people like that.
There
I'm
is.
sorry.
There is. Now we're bad mouthing Cecilia. We didn't even know her.
And the poor guy trying to get her back. We're wrecking everybody now.
It's like the perfect boyfriend, right? If you're the girl, it's like, oh, I can see all these other guys and he'll take me back. So that is jubilation for her.
It is interesting. Some of these songs we've listened to for years.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you
And then
don't actually think about it.
dig into it and look at the lyrics and go, oh. I mean, most of the music is about something to do with relationships. And
right.
We get that. It's popular music. But sometimes you're like, who thought these were good lyrics?
Yeah, right.
I didn't even listen to lyrics, I don't think, when I was a kid.
You didn't know them. You made them up. Like, it kind of sounded like something.
Yeah.
And unless you had the tape that you could, open up the, the trifold of whatever it was.
Right.
the
But when you're
lyrics in
kids, for whatever reason, I think kids in this generation do hear lyrics.
Yeah.
Because I would try to get a song past. This is kind of inappropriate, but my son was like 7. He's like, Dad, what's this mean? I'm like, you heard that? I didn't even.
He was mumbling. How'd you catch that?
So that was excellent. Thank you, guys. You're always so much fun to have here on the show, and I love when you guys sing. And it is weird. Here's the crazy thing about show business. You both have kids that are performing and going to college for that kind of thing. You guys sound, and I'm not just saying this, you sound better voice-wise than Paul Simon.
Oh, whatever.
No, he has got and listen.
What is he, 90?
Yeah, he deserves our
He's
respect.
102. But
He's 102.
He is an excellent songwriter, and his voice is really cool. And I'm a guy, I like character. I like character.
A very good character voice.
Yes. You don't have to. And my dad and I go back and forth on this because he studied opera, and he's like, I like character. I don't care if a voice is kind of raspy. It suits the song.
Yeah.
I'm saying technically, your voices singing that song were outstanding. And so
thank you.
This is what you get if you go see the Doctors in Recital,
yes,
right?
For sure.
This kind of stuff.
For sure. Well, better than
what
this.
song are we doing, Kim?
For the Doctors Recital. We are doing, actually, Doobie Brothers, Listen to the Music.
Yes.
Oh, anything from that catalog. That's
Super
a
fun.
band I haven't thought about.
We
in
just
about
haven't
5
figured
years.
out how to do the 70s fade out.
Yeah, because you can't fade out in a
every
live show.
popular / rock tune in the 70s does the fade out thing.
Yeah.
We're like, we need to actually come up with an ending.
It just vamps
Just
and then
vamps
fades
and
out.
fades away.
Wow. If you guys did China Grove by the Doobies, I would take a vacation day to go see the show. I would cost myself money to go hear
We're
the
changing
two.
the
switch her
song.
up. That should.
It is
They're
now
very similar.
China Grove.
Whoa!
China Grove.
Hey,
That
can
was a
people
pep band
can
song
people
back in the day.
donate to
Yes.
this even if they don't go to the show?
Yes.
And where do they do that?
100%. So
Okay.
doctorsinrecital.org. is
Okay.
literally our website, and there's like a buy tickets button and a donate button. It's literally that simple.
You guys are the best. Thank you so much for coming in. And my random performer is going to be Franz Eigler because it
Franz
sounded
Eigler.
it
Franz
sounded
Eigler.
it sounds very musical, doesn't it?
He is.
So-
He is a very, very lovely man. He's a retired anesthesiologist.
Okay.
And he sings and he plays piano. This year,
Excellent pianist.
he was
Wow.
able to figure out a small chunk of time to come home from gallivanting the world to be in our show.
He used to put you to sleep at his job. Now he will
Keep you awake and
he will
entertained.
keep you awake, and when he sings like an angel. Okay.
Yeah.
Doctors in Recital, break a leg, you guys,
Thank
and keep
you.
you
Thank
posted.
you.
We'll see you backstage. All
I
right.
love it.
We're coming right back. It's Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
A touch of Georgia slide, a song of pure revival, and a style that's
From Denmark to De Pere, this is 97.9 WGBW.
Hey, it's Amanda, and we all know that Northeast Wisconsin has some of the best events around, but trying to find them all can be tricky. So here at WGBW, we decided to do the work for you. Prevent boredom on any night by going to WGBW.fm and click events in the top right corner. You'll never have to spend forever scrolling to find out what's going on in your area. And if you got an event to share, hit us up by emailing info@WGBW.fm, bringing you local news and timeless hits while giving you the 411 on what's happening in New Wisco.
It's the Eco Minute powered by Clean Wisconsin, your environmental voice since 1970. I'm Amy Barrio. $159 million going to help communities across Wisconsin remove and replace lead water pipes. Governor Evers announced the funding will go to Rice Lake, Chippewa Falls, Oshkosh, Milwaukee, Racine, Thorpe, and Manitowoc. The money was allocated by Congress in 2021 as part of the bipartisan infrastructure law. The Public Service Commission of Wisconsin being sued for refusing to release information about an AI data center in Beaver Dam. The commission redacted documents to hide how much energy the metadata center will use, then refused to comply with an open records request, calling the data center's energy use a trade secret. Legal nonprofit Midwest Environmental Advocates filed a lawsuit saying the move violates open records law. Right now on the Defender podcast, what to know about PFAS in pesticides. Listen at cleanwisconsin.org or wherever you get your podcasts.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Kids across America are going to school hungry every day. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. Learn more at Help No Kid Hungry.
Get up home, I wanna drive them home. When you're feeling blue, thinking just of you.
Welcome back. This is a Monday version of Nite Lite, my favorite night of the week, because the horrible weekend is over and we get to talk about the things we love to talk about. So wherever you're joining us from tonight, over our great state of Wisconsin, welcome back. Conrad Krieger is working the board, and we just wrapped up with the Doctors in Recital. They are so much fun. Kim Shefchik and Paul Piat were here. Chris could not make it this time, but it was great to have them on the show, and they were singing to their heart's content. So much fun. They sang Cecilia and a Bonnie Raitt tune. The name escapes me, but it was a lot of fun. And our question of the night, folks, is what is your New Year's resolution? So let me know, and I will read your text on the radio, and we will... Conrad just shut the door. What's... You just shut the door. Was I like talking too loud or something? Then shut the door.
Happy New Year.
What is the deal? What are you shutting the door?
You don't. I thought you liked it shut.
It does keep the heat in. I do like that. And another shout out to the wonderfully talented Dan Marcus for purchasing a heater, because the studio gets pretty.
I bet you he had a good
chilly.
New Year's.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because why?
Just because.
Yeah. All right. Conrad's got some kind of workshop thing he's doing here tonight with the whole new year. I appreciate the effort. This is an entertainment show, and you're working New Year's into as much conversation as you can. Were you waving at the doctors in recital who were on the way out? Yeah, they're so much fun.
I should have gave him some Sawbucks on the way out.
Not too late. I'm sure they have Venmo. So you could check that out too. They are outstanding singers, and that is available in podcast form as well at civicmedia.us. Dana Ehrman, Wisconsin native and very funny comedian, will be here at 7:35. Our question of the night, once again, is what is your New Year's resolution? Steve from Florida in the 920 says, my New Year's resolution is doing more walking after I get done with work. 5:01 walking. So he's not kidding around. Your dad is like right after work.
As soon as he's done, he's going.
Why
He's
wait?
going.
Why wait that minute? Get
Dad,
out there.
all right, so instead of doing that,
yeah,
why don't you walk? You don't use the golf cart when you're on the course. Just walk the course. You
Walk
know?
the course. Absolutely. And you carry your clubs. You get a little extra.
That's a great workout there.
It's great exercise for if you ever have to ditch a body, because golf clubs are a weird thing to
Okay,
carry. You just,
okay.
the firemen's carry the corpse over here. Thank you, Steve. Paula, Conrad's mom, also checks in. They're obviously together on New Year's. What do you think your parents' resolution is?
They're just giving it to us right now. What do you?
I was going to make a bad joke, and I'm glad I didn't. Paula says,
Okay,
watch.
thank you.
I don't like this, though, Con. Watch less TV and do more activities.
See, I disagree with that.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I don't think you watch enough TV. I think your resolution should be watching more.
Paul, I don't think you appreciate the invention that is color television and what it has brought to our lives. I say if you want to do more activities, that's fine. I'm not a doctor. I'm a fan of the Doctors in Recital, and I say watch as much TV as you can. I don't think it'll hurt. I think it's good on the knees. You know, there's low impact. It's a low impact exercise.
Well, you just keep moving the recliner up and down.
Exactly. That's good for the bicep a little bit. Just switch arms, reach over.
It stretches your knees.
Exactly. Tony the Trucker in the 608 says, Pete, to slow down and appreciate all of the good in my life, see more live music, and learn and cook new recipes. That's another
I like that one.
I like that one too. You can never go wrong with live music or cooking at home, right?
Exactly.
Keeping it interesting.
Yeah, that's not going out to get food. See what you can create at home.
Exactly. Going to the stream here, Sydney Politics checks in. Sydney's watching on YouTube and says, I'm trying to go no beef for the year. Wow, that's
good luck.
Wants to go That's not even vegetarian. That's just because he didn't say chicken or fish.
Well, as we know, it's a meat, so it's not beef.
Beef is a meat. What do you mean?
Well, I'm saying fish and chicken.
Oh, fish and chicken. Well, I had that. Casper and
I know.
We talked about that again today.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah. He says if it has eyes, it's meat. So thank you, Sydney. Sydney also says, what about you, Dave? We have not heard from Dave. Sydney's bromance on the stream. Maybe Dave will weigh in at some point, Sydney, but I appreciate that. No beef. That's a tough one. Because, like, you go to a barbecue.
You just have some of the cornbread, you know?
I guess. Where are you going to a barbecue where they have cornbread?
Isn't that what you usually have with a barbecue?
Yeah, I guess so. If you go to like a
there's
barbecue.
There's a place in Appleton that's a really good barbecue place.
What's it called?
I forgot.
Okay.
But it's next to the Timber Tap.
Happy New Year.
And it always smells great.
Oh, that's a great smell. That's why I couldn't give up beef. You go by that smell and it's like I'm eating whatever is in there. Because I don't eat a lot of beef, but I think when I crave it, I really crave it. Good luck, though, Sydney. Superstar 1234. No, Super 1234. Star is our pal Terry Barr watching on YouTube. She says this is so sweet. She was referring to the Doctors in Recital, and I completely agree, Terry. They're so much fun, and I always love when Terry Barr is watching the radio and joining us in spirit. She will be here for Bar Band Friday night, and she's a great guest, Con, coming up on Friday. She's been on the show before. We love her, but we've not had her on, and I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm not going to say who it is. You got to tune in Friday, folks, but you will not be disappointed. That's going to be a lot of fun for Bar Band Friday night. Sydney Politics also says Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Con, I'm going to let you take that. He jumps in before I can even say it.
Happy New Year to Terry Barr as well.
Happy New Year to Terry Barr. Terry's just a happy person. It's always New Year's whenever you're around Terry. So that's our question, folks. You can still get in on the fun. What is your, if you want to give us a Bears or Packers prediction, Conrad says Packers. I still don't know. I'm going to hold off on my prediction. I'm too scared to say Bears will win.
Well, last time you did, you said the Bears will win. They won.
Did I?
Yeah.
I thought they lost. Oh, that was the second game I said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was, they kind of messed with me the way they won. It was miserable most of the game. It's a Bear Packer week, folks. All kinds of fun this week on Nite Lite. So great to have you with me. When we come back after the news, comedian and native Wisconsinite Dana Ehrman will be here. This is Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
From Hobart to Bay Settlement, 97.9 WGBW.
ABC News, I'm Stephanie Officer. Nicolas Maduro and his wife arraigned in a court in New York City today where they're facing drug trafficking charges. ABC's Ann Flaherty.
The troops seem to have left. We don't know what the current presence is in Venezuela. The Pentagon has not spoken about this publicly other than Hegseth's comments. They haven't conducted a press briefing on it since that briefing over the weekend when President Trump said we are now in charge of Venezuela.
Meanwhile, the Swiss government says they have frozen Maduro's assets in that country, along with the assets of anyone else associated with him. The asset freeze does not affect members of the current Venezuelan government. Swiss authorities say they decided to do so as a precautionary measure. Well, it's time for the annual CES trade show, which highlights the latest tech companies plan on offering in 2026. The multi-day event, organized by the Consumer Technology Association, kicks off this week in Las Vegas. This is ABC News.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Winter weather advisory tonight for icy areas possible with freezing rain, and drizzle, and a low near 30. Wintry mix for the morning, some light rain for the afternoon, high mid-30s. Mild weather for Wednesday and Thursday, highs in the upper 30s. It's 28 degrees right now.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We've all felt left out. And for people who move to this country, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
The Elder Care Locator is here to help you live your best life.
Oh, where can you go when your money gets low? In the basement, down in the basement. And if a storm is taking place, you can jam and still be safe in the basement.
Tomorrow night on Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba, it will be my pleasure to welcome Kristen Lyerly. Kristen is going to tell us about this crazy, all the RSV stuff going. You have upper respiratory, you ever have a RSV or pneumonia or anything like that? It's out of control.
Yeah.
So Kristen will be here to inform us about that, maybe give us some tips on how to stay healthy. Rob Thomas, Madison-based film critic, one of our best friends here at Nite Lite, will be joining me. I'll be live from Madison, by the way, tomorrow night, folks. That does not change anything on your end. Tune in where you tune in. Nothing changes. But we will be live from Madison tomorrow night. Conrad will be holding down the fort here in Green Bay and trying not to get freaked out. So
yes,
this station is haunted, supposedly. And then Mike Gamal, one of the promoter of Joey's song, will be on the show live and in studio as well. So lots of fun stuff headed your way tomorrow night on Nite Lite. Right now, it is my pleasure, excitement, eagerness, whatever you want to call it, to welcome my next guest. She is a very funny person. She's been on the show before here at Nite Lite, and she is a Wisconsin native and a very talented stand-up comedian, Miss Dana Ehrman. Dana, how are you?
Hey, Pete, I'm doing well. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Where are you joining us from?
Oh, I'm just joining you from good old Milwaukee, Wisconsin, my apartment.
Okay, because you got the hat on, you got the fleece, you look like you're bundled up, and you might want to talk to your landlord about turning the heat on.
I know, right? If it doesn't reach a certain amount, you get money back, or that's what I hear.
That's right. My son lives in Milwaukee, too, and he has the same issue. He's got like 3 space heaters going. I don't know what it is with Milwaukee landlords, but something's going on there. Hey, happy New Year to you as well, and thank you for that. Did you have good holidays, Dana?
Oh, they were fine. But honestly, being done with them, like going back to regular routine today, Monday, January 5th, it's like a drug. I'm so happy.
Kind of with you there.
Yeah, you feel the same?
I do. There's something to be said for just normal days, and I like weekends enough, but I like the routine of my work, and I like what I do and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of with you.
It turns out I need structure. I never thought that about myself, but here we are.
Did you work on New Year's Eve? Did you work in a club somewhere?
You know what? I didn't. I was really disappointed. And I actually didn't know a lot of friends who did either. I don't know. It was just one of those years. I have before though, and it's certainly an experience, and I'd love to do it again. So yeah, if anyone's planning next year already.
You've got an opening on the schedule.
Yeah, as of right now.
It's kind of a weird thing, though, isn't it? Like, it's been years since I've done that, but when you ring in the new year from stage and you see all these people kissing and hugging, and it's like you and the other comic who you may or may not even know that well. I found
That's true. I mean, even I got to ring in the new year, 2 years ago at Comedy on Stage in Madison, but it's
nice.
I don't care where you are expected, like the show's over and you and the other comics just have to get on stage with champagne and just like riff a little and then count it down.
Right.
And yeah, it doesn't matter where you are, that's going to be a little weird.
That's a little awkward. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so that's good. So let's do this. Do you have a resolution? Something you want to do this year? Well, you know what a resolution is. I don't have to spell it out for you, but like anything you're vowing to do?
Pete, I'm not going to lie to you. I just want to get through it. 2025 was not a friend. I just want it to be a little better than last year. That's all.
Why do you say that? Because I was looking, you did reports from the state fair this year. It seemed like you worked a lot of clubs. It seemed like a pretty good year for Dana the comedian. Did
That's
something
true.
else happen that we don't know about, or what?
Oh, Pete, this is a lighthearted show. We don't. But no, it was a good year for comedy.
Okay.
And yeah, I hope that continues because I was very lucky in the way of working with headliners and working at clubs. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm sure everything will be fine. Where do you like to work when you say opening for headliners? That was always fun. I remember. Do you have headliners that you get the most excitement out of working with, or venues here in Wisconsin or nationwide for that matter?
Oh man, I always really get starstruck when I get the opportunity to open for somebody who's been on Saturday Night Live. I've been lucky that way. Some former cast members like Tim Meadows, Chris Kattan.
Oh, nice.
More recent, but previous cast member Punky Johnson, and then Andrew Dismukes. I've gotten to know him and open for him, and he is currently on the show.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fun too, right? When the audience pays a little more to see someone really good, they're more attentive. Have you found that to be your experience?
No doubt. And usually, I mean, in my experience so far, okay, it can go one of two ways, right? Either they're really great comedy fans because they know the headliner and the headliner's like, a really respected comic, or they just couldn't care less about you, opening for them. And they're just waiting. They're just like, all right, when's my guy coming out? So, no, but I've been very lucky. And aside from working with headliners, I've just been excited to be driving around the state lately, hitting some cities, spending some time, checking out breweries and things like that, wherever comedy's taken me.
See, you have a great attitude. My guest, by the way, is Dana Ehrman, very funny comedian based in Milwaukee. She's joining us tonight from her apartment, and she's bundled up even though she's indoors, which frightens me a little bit, but I hope she doesn't get hypothermia or anything. But
you don't see my breath, right? We're good.
No, we're not there yet. You're doing just fine. I love that you said this to me earlier when I asked you if there's anything in particular you wanted me to bring up, and you were like, whatever, we could talk about whatever. But I love that you research towns before you go there. That is something I wish I did more of. Any place I've lived, I wish I took more time to know where I lived or what was going on there. And it was the same thing with stand-up. Tell us the story, if you would, about working Peru, Illinois. That's a great one.
Yeah, well, at first, I just want to make clear, when I say I researched the town, I'm not talking about anything big or extensive, but even just, doing a quick search online and figuring something out. The crowds love it when you're speaking to them, about them. And so I had Peru, Illinois coming up. Who knew? Did you know about Peru, Pete?
I did not know what I'm about to hear. I had no idea.
Well, it's a small town, and I looked them up. I love looking at a notable people section on Wikipedia, people that are from a town, and the inventor of caramel or caramel, whatever your preference, from Peru, Illinois. So, of course, I'm like, that's my little nugget to bring up at the top of the show. None of them knew it.
You could have
They're
said
like,
anything.
she's lying. Yeah. So there goes that.
I love that. That's so great. What else have you, are there other towns in Wisconsin or in the Midwest that we might not have known something took place there, or an event or an invention of some sort?
Well, one of my favorite things is I was in Mount Horeb, just a little west of Madison. And on their Wikipedia page, you find out they consider themselves like the mustard capital. And they used to have this great mustard museum, but there's like a little footnote that's like, the mustard museum moved to Middleton. Like they lost custody. It's like, what did you do to lose mustard?
They didn't get the tax breaks or something, right?
Yeah, maybe they got a consolation prize. You know, they have Worcestershire or something. I don't know.
I kind of feel bad now, pardon me, because I've been to that museum in Middleton, though, and I had the guy who was the curator on the show, and he was a lot of fun. But
No way.
I'm sorry for Mount Horeb, because that's a big loss, right?
Well, Pete, yeah, you're part of the problem.
Part of the problem. Yeah. This happened to me. I just want to tell you this because I think as someone who travels, you'll appreciate this. Once in a while, I would stumble onto something, and my wife and I were in Indianapolis. I don't know if you ever worked there, but it's a fine town. And right down the street from the Comedy Condo, crappy apartment where they put us up, was the Benjamin Harrison home. And, you know, it was a present. I'm like, let's go through this. That's a walking tour. It takes a half hour. I mean, and we walked through, and everything, the kid was like 17. And you could tell he's not used to having people. It was like Sunday morning. He probably just was, you know, and this was before phones. This guy is bored to tears. Yeah. So we walk in, and he's showing us everything, and I'm flipping out. Everything I think is fascinating. Abraham Lincoln gave him this. This is the desk. This is this. And finally, we get to the bedroom, and it's this bed, and he said, and this is the bed where Benjamin Harrison died, one of our most unrecognizable presidents. This is the bed where Benjamin Harrison died. And I said, he died in this bed right there where we're looking. And this kid finally looks at me and goes, it's just Benjamin Harrison, man.
Oh, you're like, that's going in the review. You can't say that, man.
I mean, you know, he kind of emasculated me in front of my wife. And to this day, it affects our relationship. But no, I think I think that kind of stuff is great.
Man, he's not even the top Harrison president. The guy that died after a month is the top.
Right.
Like
William Henry, right?
You did what you could. Thanks for that.
I was trying to resurrect his career. He's had a tough run.
Yeah.
Posthumously. Do you have a favorite club, Dana, in Wisconsin or out of Wisconsin that you like to work?
Oh, Comedy on State. You know, you can't. It's not overrated. It's properly rated. And I got to tell you though, I'm very excited for my friends at the Laughing Tap who, you know, were in Milwaukee, closed their location back in June, and are close to reopening in their new location here downtown Milwaukee. I can't wait for that to be back up and running. You know what a nice perk is going to be? Is it's right in the area of Real Chili. Have you ever had Real Chili?
I have. Yes, I have. Years ago.
I'm going to have so much bad food late at night after shows. I can't wait.
That's Greg Bach, right? He's one of our civic media colleagues here. Greg's been on the show, and he's a great guy.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know they've been working hard, and I can't wait to see like what the new look is and, you know, get on that stage as soon as possible. So I know that'll be a favorite. The old Laughing Tap was a favorite. I know this will be amazing.
That's great. And where did you start? Did you start in Milwaukee, Dana?
So basically, you know, I got on stage for the first time in Kenosha for college, but that I don't really count that. I didn't get up enough to really log any hours, you know. So Milwaukee is really where it started, I would say. And that was like 10 years ago.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
And are you going to, like, you know, a lot of comedians eventually will move to bigger areas for possibly more opportunities. But I also know a lot that stay put and they do local TV stuff or radio or whatever. What are your goals? Like, do you want to write on a show or have a show built around you, or what are you thinking?
Man, okay. So it's an interesting question. I've been thinking about it more and more, right? I suppose, like you say, now more than ever with social media, people can stay wherever they're at and become big. So, you know, I love Milwaukee. It's everything I know. But gosh, I have to live somewhere different for once, I think, and get that going. So goals, I mean, I would just love to, you know, not have a day job and just, you know, be a touring comedian that didn't have to worry about, you know, bills too much probably. But I don't think I have acting chops to like do a sitcom.
Come on. All right, we're going to get into that. I don't like that attitude, Dana, one bit. We're going to do a really quick break, and we'll be back with our pal Dana Ehrman right after this. It's Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
With locations in Appleton and Oshkosh, Insight Eye Care has been serving the Fox Valley since 1972, offering comprehensive eye care services. Their doctors also share a special interest in treating chronic dry eye disease, providing specialty contact lenses, and expert pediatric eye care. Find Insight Eye Care on North Sawyer Street in Oshkosh and Chain Drive in Appleton, improving lives by improving sight with quality eye care for everyone in your family. Insight Eye Care. Visit wiinsight.com to schedule your eye exam today.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. I know where to find support.
Learn more at fightingblindness.org, a public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
You're a storyteller, negotiator, artist, innovator. Whatever your passion, whatever your skills, behind the scenes or in front, you belong here. A career in broadcast media. Local radio and TV stations in every town and city need someone like you. So do what you love and bring your talent to life. Your passion, your skills, your career. You belong here. Learn more at youbelonghere.media.
Civic Media.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Out here in the middle of these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on earth. That's how it feels when you're struggling with your mental health. But you don't have to feel alone. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
I was stuck in a state of panic and endless rituals. So I made the call.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association.
Welcome back. I'm Pete Schwaba. This is Nite Lite. Steve from Florida says the Packers will pull out the win. He's in cahoots with you, Conrad.
Correct.
John Murray from Madison says, "Hi, gents. Used to do a hard to accomplish resolution every year. It's just a setup for the first huge New Year's disappointment. So not going there. Just going to try to be a better, nicer person. Work on the rest at my own pace." Nothing wrong with that, John. John continues saying, "Peter, have you eaten a gourmet burger at the Country House in Hinsdale, Illinois?" I have not, John. He says it's worth it if you find yourself in this ritzy neighborhood near Chicago. Peanut shells on the floor. Bar is really nice. I always picture peanut shells on the floor as kind of a dive, but John is saying this is a nice place, and John is a very astute and smart guy, so I will take you up on that, John. If I'm ever in Hinsdale, thank you very much, sir, and thank you for all your texts tonight. My thanks to Laura Arico for sharing her amazing story with us in hour number one, and Kim Shevchik and Paul Piat, who are here tonight earlier representing the Doctors in Recital. Always great fun. And thank you for all your calls and texts. We have a couple more minutes with our current guest, Dana Ehrman. She's a comedian from Milwaukee. Very funny comedian. Dana, I made reference earlier that you covered the state fair. How was that? Do you like the state fair here in Wisconsin?
Oh, I love the state fair. I'm still, I'm from West Dallas where it is. So I've gone,
nice.
A handful of times every year my entire life, but I'm still finding things, I didn't know about. They're adding new stuff. You can't get bored.
Yeah, that's great. Where can people follow you?
Oh, I am on every platform with the same handle. It's at Dana Jokes.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Hey, I thought of a resolution.
Nice.
I'm gonna start a TikTok.
Oh, that's the one platform you're not on.
That a good one? Yeah.
I think that's a great one. This is so sad though. You're talking to the wrong guy because my son and daughter are both on TikTok and Instagram, and they do all that stuff. And they started posting reels, mostly my son who lives in Milwaukee. And I joined TikTok just so I could, click like and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I follow, this is so sad. I follow Rob Brackenridge, who's a guest on the show. And I love Rob. He's fantastic. And my kids. And that's it. I follow 3 people and only one of my kids follows me back.
Yikes. Oh my gosh. Well,
Isn't that horrible?
Stop
you tell me
liking
when
their
you're
stuff.
up.
That's what
I
I
will
said.
follow you when you're up and running. I'm a great giver.
Hey, I appreciate that. I need it, because I think if the likes don't roll in right away, I think the algorithm just buries you.
That's what I hear. And that's why it's so overwhelming when you get on some of these new platforms. Like I'm on Facebook. I've been on Instagram for years, but I've never really done anything with it. I just watch reels of people falling.
Yep.
So I got to get better at all that stuff. So you're my inspiration for that.
But God, I really, and I'm not talking politically here. I wish TikTok had been banned, just so I didn't have to deal with it, But nope, we got to keep it. And here we are having to learn more about it.
That's not political. That's a perfectly valid opinion, I think.
Absolutely. No
TikTok.
politics involved. Yeah.
Nothing to do with China. You just don't want to have to do the work.
100%.
I respect that. Where can people see you, Dana? Do you have any live shows coming up or clubs you're going to be playing?
So I have 2 really interesting shows coming up in January because they're not the usual thing.
Okay.
On Tuesday, January 13th, it's at Landmark Lanes at the east side of Milwaukee. It's 50 first jokes. So 50 different comics have a minute to just tell the first joke they've written this year. And it's just, it's rapid fire. Some of the jokes are good, some aren't because they're brand new, but that's fun too because everybody knows that. That's really cool. And that's a free show. Just come on down. And then One Liner Madness is January 31st. It's in Cudahy at the X-Ray Arcade. That does have a cover, but it's similar where I think 64 different comics come with one-line jokes. And it's kind of like bracket format down to whoever is the best one-line comic. So I love these kinds of shows because they're not typically my thing, but it forces you to, get outside your own process and write something different.
That's great. I love those kind of exercises too, especially if you need motivation to write just whether it's a joke, a screenplay, a song, whatever. It's just anything that gets your juices flowing creatively. I think it's fantastic.
Absolutely. And right here in January, it's very welcome.
Yeah, for sure. So before we let you go, Dana, are you binge watching anything on TV? Anything you could recommend?
Boy, I'm trying to think if I've watched anything new. I just got through Nurse Jackie. That's an oldie but a goodie.
Oh yeah. Well, there's so much content out there. You can't nobody can keep up with everything. So, even a show like Nurse Jackie or something that's 10 years old, or even The Sopranos or whatever, it's good, reminds people it's out there,
But God, when you find a show that's got 20-minute episodes or, between 20 and 30, you're like, oh, let me just roll right through them.
Right. I could do 10 of these in a night. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I think you shouldn't give up on the acting thing. Some comics get their own sitcoms. Why not Dana Erman?
I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Too early to write it off.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, this is fun. Please come back again soon and
I'd
keep
love
us
it.
posted where you're playing. And it's always so much fun to talk to you, Dana. Thanks so much for your time, as always.
Likewise. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You got it. All right, that's Dana Erman. Check her out January 13th at Landmark Lanes in Milwaukee, or in Cudahy, January 31st. She's telling a lot of jokes with a lot of different comics. That sounds like a really fun. Con, you should get in on that. You could tell a joke.
Happy New Year.
You just got to write one. And that's not it. Don't do that one. Do not do the Happy New Year joke.
Sawbucks?
Sure. I will be in Madison tomorrow night, folks, live from our headquarters at Civic Media. Hope you'll join me. Lots more fun to come tomorrow as we continue this journey through 2026. It's going to be a great year. I hope all of you have an outstanding year. And like Conrad, I'll give you the second from last word. Conrad, what do you want to say before we get out of here?
Happy New Year.
Well said. He didn't even need cue cards, folks. He just got that out there. On behalf of the lovable producer, Conrad, I'm Pete Schwaba saying good night, Wisconsin.